Hit the mic opinions with the snap. NYG22, yeah, that's the cap. Unpopular takes, but we cut no slack. Watch the views climb while we talk that smack.
It look like we running with DJ for another year, girl.
I think the Giants are going to get off to a fast start.
This channel for them high sports laws. Got the bass that hit like heavy doors. Unpopular sports where the talk roars.
Yo, what's good? What's good, y'all, man? Welcome back to another edition of Heart of the City. We're talking all NYC area sports. It's me, your boy, NYG Deuce, aka Mr. Unpopular Opinion Sports. And we got some things to get into, man. Got some things to get into. NFL training camps. NFL training camps is going on right now. Of course, we got the Jets. Of course, we got the Giants to talk about. MLB, man. Major League, man, going on right now. Yankees playing, Mets playing. We're going to give you updates on that. Some trades. A couple trades happened. So, want to talk about that. Of course, USA basketball. Definitely going on right now. So, we're going to get into that. And much more. But again, man, it's me, your boy NYG22, coming at you. Let me send out some links in the chat. Right now, I'm checking out the Yankees game. Yankees are down to the Phillies 4-2. It is the bottom of the 6th inning. And, man, Yankees, man. What to make of this Yankees team? I think I want to lead starting with that. What to make of this Yankees team, y'all? Because I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, they had a good showing last night, of course. Beating up on the Phillies. Was it 15-4? I think it was, or 15-2, or something like that. But what to make of this Yankees team, man? What to make of this Yankees 14-4? That's what it was. The Mets won their game 15-2. That's what I was thinking of. But right now, Yankees down to the Phillies 4-2, bottom of the 6th. And I don't know. I don't know what to make of this team right now. It's because in one sense, you see that. I mean, you see the firepower. You see the hitting ability. You see Judge. You see Soto. You know, they got Grissom just came, you know, through via trade. So I don't know. It's just, I don't know. Up and down team. Now, winning 3 in a row after losing 3 in a row. Coming out the All-Star break. You know, Aaron Judge, Juan Soto, they have done their thing. They have done their part, I feel like. But the rest of this lineup is still lacking. Still lacking. So it's hard to make. What's good, man? K, what's good with you, bro?
What's good, bro? What's good? Watching this
Maintaining,
game.
man. Yeah, watching
game.
this Yankees game, man. This Yankees team is up and down, man. I see they got what's his name? Jazz
Grissom, yeah.
Grissom. I mean, he showed out, and I like that because the Yankees need some contact hitting.
Right.
They need a spark like that. What he provided yesterday was dope, was awesome, but it's going to take more. And this pitching staff has not pitched well as of late.
Yeah, he hit a home run today again. So I'm like, yo, come on, bro. He's doing it.
Yeah.
But still they're not getting the hits when they need to with runners on base. That's the main thing. Timely
Yeah.
hits.
Hits with runners in scoring position. That's what you need from your baseball team, from your, top hitters. I mean, Judge, for the most part, man, Soto, these guys, man,
That's about it.
Volpe.
Those are the consistent. Those are like
Yeah, that's it. That's it, man. Now you add Jazz, and hopefully he can jazz up this lineup and
right.
get something going, man, because it's been stale. For
Yeah,
real. It's
I
been
think
real stale.
he wasn't he supposed to start today? Garrett Cole. What happened? I think he was supposed to start this game, and then
I think he got sick or something.
Oh, okay.
Something like that. I think he got sick. Breezy, what's good, man? Appreciate you tapping in. That's right, man. 324, man. Appreciate y'all. Definitely hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you know when I'm dropping all new content, all new unpopular opinions, live streams, shorts. I'm getting the shorts fired up now, so definitely tune in. It's gonna be a good season, y'all. Got a lot to say, a lot of unpopular opinions, a lot of content coming your way. But you gotta be subscribed and you gotta hit the notification bell so that you know when the content is going to be coming in. So definitely, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate each and every one of y'all. Earl, what's good, man? Another one of my supporters, man. Definitely appreciate you, man. And go sub to Earl, man. And go sub to Big Fan Breezy with the Brooklyn Nets vlog, man. Always love listening to Breezy's channel. He's kind of like the late night with David Leno, or like the late night show where it's like 3 in the morning and they just still chopping it up. This shit is fun, man. I love it. I'm not even gonna say that because that's the ultimate pause. But appreciate you tapping in, Mr. Lee. Definitely tell him like that, subscribe, don't hide. Appreciate you, Lee. Appreciate you tapping in, man. But check it out, man. Let's talk about these damn Yankees, man. Now, the Yankees trade that we talking about was for Chaz Grissom. I think they made another trade here.
Yeah, I think they got
mistaken.
Lighter Jr. or something like
Man
that.
Cave, yeah. So, I think they did make another trade. But look, man, this is it, man. This is it for the Yankees. I mean, it's not much they can do other than get healthy. I feel like that's gonna be it. They gotta get healthy. They gotta get these players healthy, and they gotta start getting in a rhythm and really start to, like you said, man, Cave, capitalize on Judge and Soto and these and players that can get on base, but you got the lineup behind them that can't produce and can't bring those runners home. So the Yankees got to get better at that. I imagine that would get better with a guy like Stanton in the lineup. We'll see if Jazz can keep it going. So that'll definitely help. This Rizzo, he's out of there, isn't he? What's the word on him? Anthony Rizzo.
I know he was hurt. So I know he's been out.
Where's he at?
He's still on the injured list or something like that. That's why they had I forgot they made that trade back then to get somebody about a month ago or something like that. I think they just brought up Ben Rice. Yeah,
Ben Rice. Yeah, I mean he's a rookie though.
He looked like he's gonna be good, man.
Yeah, in due time. In due time. We need some more immediate production. So just saying we need some more immediate production.
Well, that's
3-2 right now. Juan Soto at the plate. Top of the 7th, man. 4-2.
I mean, we did go up against their ace tonight, Aaron Nola. That's their ace. You know what I'm saying? But still, I mean, it's only 7. They got a
I
couple
don't
more.
care. We have ace hitters.
No,
We
I
have
know.
we supposed to have an ace, but he didn't play tonight or start tonight, so.
But yeah, like I said, I mean, the rest of the guys have been struggling hitting, man. The other 6-7 hitters, man, is like DJ LeMahieu, Gleyber Torres has just been struggling. Verdugo, Volpe when they can't, so they can't get hits at times. I mean, Volpe is okay, but the other guys, man, is like you don't know what you're gonna get with them. And even Soto, and I think said is like, yo, it just can't be a 2-man. Everybody got to step up and and start hitting. But like I said, you don't have no pressure on you. When you don't have no pressure on you, you got to play loose.
Right.
I mean, the pressure's on Soto and Judge. The big guns. You know what I'm saying? The little guys just play your role. Just what I'm saying.
Judge 2 for 2 tonight. Up at the plate now. Juan Soto on first. Top 7, man. So again, man, this Yankees team has some work to do. Now over to the Mets. The Mets made a couple moves here. Looking at some of the trades they made. The Mets received right-handed pitcher Paul Blackburn. They trade away Cade Morris. He was a prospect. The Mets also receive Huskar Brazoban and give up Wilfredo Lara, another prospect. And they also traded right-handed pitcher Tyler Zuber and gave up to the Rays Paul Gavase. So the Mets made some couple moves, man. All moves in the pitching department, which is what I wanted to see the Yankees do. But again, they're cool. They good. According to these talking heads, like Cashman and all these cats, man. Like, I don't know, man. If Alex pulls up tonight, he can give you some definite better insight on this Yankees team than me as far as the Cashman Boone dynamic, but it ain't working. I know that it's not working.
Yeah, I know. He talked earlier about the trade they made today for what's that, Mark Leiter Jr. You know what I'm saying?
Mark Leiter, yeah.
Even though his numbers don't look it, he said he's still one of the good pitchers or something like that. So
I mean, you could come in and I feel like the Yankees, when they make these trades, it's either boom or bust. It's like they'll get somebody, they'll come in like Jazz is here just now did. They'll come in and they'll make a trade and they'll come in and they'll light it up. Or, you'll get a what's my man's name? They made a trade for way back in the day. Cat from the Red Sox came to the Yankees.
Are you talking about
dog shit?
Hold on, are you talking about like Benintendi?
Nah, it was.
I know who you're talking about. Oh man, it's like I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, what's his name?
Oh man, and yeah, you're right. He came in, he didn't do too much. Like
he
that.
was ass. Pause, man. But
I know you're talking about Jacoby Ellsbury.
Right? He was dog doodle.
Right.
Pat, what's good, bro? Appreciate you tapping in.
What's good, bro?
I don't think he can hear us. He ain't got his earbuds in yet, but
okay.
Yo, what's going on, fellas?
Oh, you can hear us now. All right, cool. But Jacoby Ellsbury. That's what I was talking about. Cave, man. He came and he was trash, bro. And it that's how it be for the Yankees. They'll make a trade and it'll work out like perfectly, or they'll make a trade and it'll just be like a complete bust.
Right.
Like it's no in between. So but what's good with you, Pat, man? Appreciate you tapping in, man. What's up on you? What's up with you?
Everything going good. Shoot, just got done doing a carpet cleaning job, so I came in and say what's up.
I can hear it in your voice, bro. It's like
yeah. The Big Blue crew is on the grind, man. We're on the grind, man, to bring you bigger and better things. Pause. But yes, that's what we're here to do, man. So, um, definitely, man. I be at it too, man. I be at it, man. Alex, there he is. My man Alex, just the man I want to talk to about these goddamn Yankees.
Y'all traded for somebody, didn't y'all?
Yeah. We traded for what you said, Mark Leiter Jr.
Mark Leiter Jr. and then Jazz Chisholm the other day.
Jazz Chisholm. Jazz has been tearing. Jazz is nice.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know about this Mark Leiter Jr.
But some of this falls on the Yankees defense too, because I mean the pitchers have been pitching good, and the defense just be making some boneheaded mistakes out in the field, costing games, losing games.
That is true. The defense is not. I mean, the Yankees are they're like a swing and miss team right now.
Oh, hold on. Alex and a Padres reliever who's complete. Oh man, we done for the Padres reliever, and he's complete. Oh man, come on.
See what I'm saying, man? See what I'm saying? When I took Yankees, this is when I turned into to guys like Miz and people like that. Some of these like want to curse this team out type fans because to me it's the expectations. The Yankees had the most expectations out of any team in New York. Any team that we talk about on this show, the Yankees have the most expectations. Yeah, they are expected to win a championship damn near every season. The Giants ain't like that. The Mets, Nets, Knicks, none of these teams are expected to win a title almost every single year, and damn near every single year since what? Look, I got my World Series
was that 2000?
Poster back there, 2009.
9 or somewhere around there
was the last time. So again, that is 15 years.
I mean, it just looked like the trades we making now is not like the old Steinbrenner. The old Steinbrenner used to get like Jason Giambi, used to make some big time moves. Like the trades we making now is for like third tier or like guys who won't even move the needle sometimes. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh man, did he just do it again? Yes, he did. We in the lead now. Chaz Chisholm just left a 3-run home run. Just left the yard.
Yeah. I'm a little behind you. Pause on it on the stream.
Man, this dude is like fish.
Yep, 1-2 pitch. Took it. 3-run home run, Yankees. Yankees up 5-4.
Because he was a guy that the Marlins was like they were supposed to build their team around him, Chaz Chisholm and stuff like that. But the Marlins, for some reason,
see what I'm saying? This the type of cat you need. Somebody that's going to bring a clutch hit, deliver a clutch hit. Somebody again who's on base. Soto, Judge. This is what we talking about. Your big time hitters get on base. You need somebody that they can't hit home runs every goddamn time. You want them to, but hell,
you need somebody to be the RBI guy,
right?
To have a good sluggo percentage.
Mm-hmm.
You need some contact hitters to get guys on base. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Who's y'all leadoff man?
The leadoff man is
it was Volpe.
It's Volpe. I think it's Volpe.
Does he get on base?
That's the thing.
Volpe's been doing pretty good. You know what I'm saying? But it's after Judge and Soto is the problem. Soto going second, Judge going third. That fourth guy, you need to be your cleanup hitter.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the cleanup man.
Yeah, we haven't got that production. I sent you the link, Alex. If you got time, you could jump on the show and give us some more insight. But bro, Torres has been ass. You know what I'm saying? So, he strikes out now. It's fucking, man, that's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? This guy, Chaz, whatever, he's fucking saving the day right now.
Right. I mean, so far we've been what we don't want like 2 in a row or something like that. I mean, since we got him.
Yeah, 3 in a row. 2 in a row since we got him, but this is the third game. Yeah, we win this one. This will be 3 in a row since the trade, and yeah, yeah, man. Mosley, what's good with you, man? Appreciate you tapping in, bro. Says Nets, Mets, Devils, Giants. Yup, I agree with 2 of those.
Yeah, what you call it? Like our leadoff hitter, he hasn't been like leadoff hitters in the past where them guys used to get on base like consistently.
Let
It's
me
like,
see who's leading off. Who is leading off
I think it's Volpe
tonight?
today.
Is Volpe tonight? Usually it is Volpe. I think they switched it up the other night though, but
Because I can remember when back in the day that was a big thing, man. Your leadoff guy.
yeah, I think the other night it was Verdugo.
Oh, Verdugo, yeah.
Yeah, Verdugo. They've been mixing him in there. I thought, yeah, and then Volpe and the other guys, man. But yeah, man. So, but with this Yankees team, man, it's just now with the Mets. On the other hand, the Metis have been doing pretty well here. Let's take a look and see what's going on here with the Mets real quick. Because
the Mets they playing the Twins, but they playing the Twins tonight.
Yeah, the Mets are playing the Twins, and right now the Mets are beating the Twins. Top of the 8th, 2-0. 2-0 Mets, top 8th. Let's see who they got on the mound here today. So, okay, Manea. Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
Sean Manea.
Yeah, I know he's talking about. Yeah, they traded him, right?
Yeah, they got him on the mound. Pitching pretty good. 11 strikeouts, 2 hits, no earned runs, 7 innings pitched. Now they got the relievers in there. Looking at your box score, you got JD Martinez 2 for 3 with an RBI. Venitos 1 for 3 with a home run and RBI. So those are your 2 runs for the Mets. But the Mets have been playing pretty doggone well here, I must say. 56-50 on the season. I believe they are holding on to a wild card spot at this point. So if you're a Mets fan, given the fact that this was supposed to be a rebuilding year for you, you know what I'm saying? Because remember, they traded all them pitchers away. Verlander, DeGrom, and they gave everybody away. Remember last year?
Scherzer.
Yeah, Scherzer. They traded all the pitchers away. Pretty much. Sold the house, so to speak. And they came in here with kind of a low key, low profile type attitude with low expectations, and look, behold, they're in the wild card race, and they swept the dang on Yankees. I don't like to say that, but
right,
you know what I'm saying. The Mets are they balling right now? They're balling right now. So you have to give, you kind of have to give a round of applause to the Mets right now. Yeah, man. So, but they made a couple trades for a couple pitchers. Don't have much information on those players, guys. I'm not gonna sit up here in front like I know everything. But they made a couple trades for a couple pitchers, and that is something that I do know they desperately needed, man. Some help in that bullpen. But Jay Lay, what's good with you, man? Appreciate you tapping in, bro. Appreciate your support, man. Big Blue Crew in the building. All right, I'm gonna keep an eye on the baseball scores, ladies and gentlemen, and we are going to get into Jets Giants training camp here right now. So let's start with let's start with the Jets. So of course, Aaron Rodgers is back. Aaron Rodgers has not been the sharpest in camp. You know what I'm saying? Despite being a Hall of Fame quarterback. And I mean, he's still trying to get some timing down with some of the receivers. Coming over Mike Williams, some other cats. Of course, he has the rapport with Alan Lazard. Also, Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson is legit, man. I'm interested to see where Garrett Wilson is going to take his game. If he can take his game to that Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase type status. Because dude is good. Dude is pretty good, man. And remember, he been working with some cheeks at QB. Let's just keep it a buck.
But quarterbacks make the receiver.
Right.
Right, Pat. You know what I'm saying? But
Zach Wilson's a gunslinger. He was a gunslinger.
Yeah, man. But Aaron Rodgers, we all know, is a 10-time better quarterback. You know what I'm saying? I had my unpopular opinion about Aaron Rodgers, but I'm not gonna sit up here and act like that man can't play quarterback. So if he's healthy and he's good to go and he's committed, that's the main thing with Aaron Rodgers is how committed is he? How much does he really want to play with this Jets team and try to win a championship? And how healthy is he? How much does he have in the tank? I can't imagine it be any worse than what the Jets dealt with at quarterback last year. So if he's good to go, I think the Jets gonna have a pretty good season, man. But they're still trying to figure it out, of course, like most every team during training camp. So Aaron Rodgers has had his ups and downs, but one player of note, I don't watch. I can't watch everybody's training camp, guys, man. But I do try to catch news and notes, and it is, what is this guy's name? Braylon Allen has done well, but it's.
I know that center been having.
The only thing I know about Jets camp, man, is that Aaron Rodgers and Zach Wilson were arguing with each other. That's the only thing I know about Jets camp.
It's a.
And I heard what's name was the center Titman, like he was like
Titman was having some issues, yeah.
So glad we didn't draft him.
Yeah, me too, man. Malik Taylor. That's the cat I was thinking about. Malik Taylor, wide receiver, has had an impressive start to camp. He was I think he was out there in Green Bay with them. Brought in as a UDFA. So yeah, if the Jets can get, it's Malachi what's his name? Corley. He isn't.
Yeah, Malachi Corley from
he ain't done a whole lot out there, man. So the Jets are when you look at this Jets roster, and if you go check out my AFC East preview, I kind of broke it down a little bit. When you look at this Jets roster, there's not a really lot at the skill position. Like you think about it. You got Breece Hall. You got solid play at the running back. Breece Hall and Braylon Allen are going to do damage. Braylon Allen is running people over in camp right now. You know what I'm saying? So, but when you look at the receiving core, you got Garrett Wilson, and then you got Mike Williams, who's, I feel like he's kind of past his prime a little bit. And you really don't have a lot else outside of Alan Lazard. And depending on how you feel about Lazard, it's kind of iffy, you do have Conklin and Rucker at tight end, but again, it's going to come down with this Jets team to this offensive line, and the way it's going to come down to the offensive line, it's going to come down to health. I don't think it's going to come down to them not being able to block. it's going to come down to health. You got guys like Morgan Moses, Elijah Vera Tucker coming off the injury, Tyron Smith, who was off injured in Dallas in recent years. So you got to kind of wonder about that. And then you have an aging quarterback on top of that. Now Tyrod Taylor is a serviceable backup, as Giants fans know. But again, you kind of don't want to have that scenario, especially if you're thinking about trying to compete for a Super Bowl, which I have to believe that's the expectations for this Jets team. You didn't bring Aaron Rodgers over here to go out in the first round of the playoffs. So, I mean, that's kind of how I feel about it, man. But how you guys feel about the Jets and if you have anything on training camp so far?
I don't really care about the Jets, to be honest with you, but I do feel that their defense might still be the same. And if Aaron Rodgers can be healthy, they might be able to make a little bit of noise. I still think they finished second at best in the AFC East because I do believe the Bills are still going to be number one. And I think the Dolphins can actually edge them out to be number two. Just depends on how Tua plays with that new money that he's got. But I think the Jets can make a little bit of noise, man. I definitely know they're no pushover for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cave. What you got?
As far as the Jets, I mean, everybody know their defense. You know what I'm saying? The defense is going to be the calling card this year. But, with Rodgers back now, he do got some weapons. Like you say, like Garrett Wilson and Braylon Allen and Breece Hall and the running back. So, I mean, he got things to work with, like I said, because the Jets, they was only missing a quarterback like they've been saying the last couple of years, So they just got to see how Aaron Rodgers returned from his ACL because, they was teasing us last year. Some saying he was already back. He was ready to come back 2 months later or something.
Yeah, that's stupid stuff. Like he was going to come back and make a playoff run with them. That team wasn't going no damn where.
But they supposed to be one of the top teams in the AFC East, man. So hey, there's no excuses. You know what I'm saying? They got everything in place, and they're one of the top contenders, supposedly contenders this year. You know what I'm saying, for a Super Bowl run. So we'll see how it pans out. So I mean, they definitely the coach, he's definitely on the hot seat. Saleh. So
Yes.
because they have their expectations, they have high expectations this year.
Fire. His seat is on fire right now. But yeah, Coach, we'll be here, bro. You know where the link is. You know how to get in with the show. Alex, like I said, you got the link too. If and when you're ready, you could tap in. So we could talk some Yankees, some Giants. I know you was at camp. But just with the Jets, because I don't get to talk about the Jets much. I mean, we spend a lot of time talking about the Giants and their drama and everything, man. But
I just want to say with the Jets is like their offensive line this year. That's the line. That's another thing with their line. Like, how they going? Because I think Vera Tucker, he's finally back, but he's been injured a lot the last couple of years.
Yeah, he missed most of all the last year, I believe, and he's still coming back. But when he's out there, he's. Look, if healthy, like I said, the 5 that they're putting out there are solid. They're legit. But health is real key.
Like they said, who's like the center? Like, I know Tippmann is playing, so I don't know if he's going to be playing center this year. That'd be a new. That's a because he can play much last year.
I just did
their depth on the offensive line,
I just did a. Like I said, if you guys want to go check out the
I saw it.
Check out the my preview, man. But they have Tippmann, like you said. They got John Simpson, the cat from Baltimore, Tyron Smith at left tackle,
right?
Vera Tucker at guard, and then Morgan Moses at the right tackle. Now I'm guessing Mike Williams is already on PUP. So again, your receiver core is not. You got Xavier Gibson, okay, Garrett Wilson, Alan Lazard, Malachi Corley, and Jason Brownlee, and then the Malik Taylor cat that I talked about that's showing out in camp. But I don't know. I mean, it seems kind of thin to me, to be honest with you. I think if they could have made the move for what's my man's name out there in with the Raiders, Devontae Adams. I think that would if I'm a Jets fan, you know what I'm saying. That would have made me feel. I don't know if Luca's listening or Buko, but if I was a Jets fan, that would have made me feel more comfortable if they went out and got like a Devontae Adams, because right now, like I said, Garrett Wilson is a true number one. He's a stud, man, but he ain't got much else behind him, to be honest with you. And I don't trust Mike Williams, and he's already on pup. That dude stays hurt. Like he might not give you 8 games. Like I don't know, bro. It's gonna be tough for the New York Jets, man. But I'm with Pat. I kind of see it as the Bills division, and I think the Jets and Dolphins, I mean, flip a coin. I think whoever stays healthy the longest, or whoever gets healthy at the right time, I think, because I think both of them teams are gonna have some injuries, problems. I feel like some attrition problems as the season goes along. I think you're definitely gonna have to wonder if they're gonna both make it through the season healthy, and if so, I mean, flip a coin. I think those are two evenly matched teams, but I think the Bills, the continuity, I think they got the best defense. Maybe not the best defense. I think they got the best overall team. Let's put it like that. When you got when you put the coaching staff, the defense, the quarterback, and everything combined. Now they're gonna have some challenges with getting some of these skill position players because they're young and they're rookies. A lot of them. Mm-hmm. They're gonna have some challenges getting them up to speed, but if they do, I think they'll be on top of that division, and it's gonna be up to the Jets and the Dolphins to play catch up. And to me, that's gonna come down to health and quarterback play. But you want more information? Go check out my AFC East preview, and I got the next one coming out this week on the AFC North. I mean West. My bad. Mm-hmm. But let's get into the New York Football Giants. Mm-hmm. So, Giants training camp, of course, everybody wants to talk about Daniel Jones and the receivers, Malik Neighbors, man. But I like what I'm seeing from the defense so far. I like what I'm seeing from the defense so far. They have been giving the offensive line fits. Depending on how you want to look at it, you can be scared about the offensive line, or you can be excited about the defensive line. So let's take the positive approach here in this unpopular opinion, and let's just talk good about the defensive line and what we're seeing from this defense and what we're seeing from some of the defensive backs, and more importantly, what we're seeing from guys like Kayvon Thibodeau and Brian Burns out there, from a pass rushing standpoint. Now, another thing that I've been seeing is the cornerback play. I've been particularly paying attention to the cornerback play. I like what I'm seeing from Drew Phillips. I think Drew Phillips is the real deal. I think he's going to be able to come in from day one and hold his own. And I don't have a lot of concern about Drew Phillips or, of course, Deonte Banks. Mm-hmm. With the rest of these guys, they've been a little up and down, as I may have suspected, because, I mean, they're still getting their footing, getting everything right. Now, seeing where they cut Aaron Robinson, which was
that should have happened years ago,
an obvious cut. Now, cutting him, to me, takes him out the picture completely, obviously. So, but what we're going to want to see is if they're going to bring in more competition. Now, I know they signed Breon Borders. And I know they got Trey Hearn and some other cats back there, man. But no real true competition for the number 2 spot. I want to see it. I like Flott, but I ain't sold on Flott going out there week 1 he giving me Trey Hawkins type vibes. Like he's gonna go out there and get cooked.
Like he's not ready.
Yes.
Well, exactly. You might have a competition for that cornerback 2 spot with Nick McLeod. I've said this months ago that I do believe Nick McLeod could be a corner 2 in this system, and we would be okay. Now the thing you got to worry about McLeod is the quick routes, like the quick slants and the quick out routes and things of such. But he's a corner that's not going to give up the huge play. Like when I see him play, he doesn't give up the huge play. Now him going and trying to catch somebody like Terry McLaurin on a drag or something across the field, that's what you're going to have to worry about. And if we're getting front pressure with Ford, that could be nullified because we can run a lot more zone. If we're getting pressure with the front four. So that's why I'm happy seeing Thibodeau. Thibodeau looked like he got stronger this year. Not to jump off the cornerbacks, but Thibodeau is bullying people. Like, it's a damn shame what happened to Bellinger out there on that one play, man. He bulled Bellinger, and I was like, damn. But like the only person that's really giving Thibodeau any fits is Andrew Thomas, and Andrew Thomas is throwing people out the club. Like he got beat that one time, and everybody burns. Everybody just getting stonewalled. So,
AT, like, yo, you could bring all these pass rushers over here if you want to, bro. Like, I'm not sweating that shit.
I wish me and Coach was out there to see it up close and personal, because whatever training that dude did after his first year, man, was amazing. Like he turned into absolute monster.
Shit to Evan Neal, bro. Like, what the
fuck? But you heard like the Giants is trying to change something about him, and he's like, nah, you know what I'm saying? Because he's a great offensive lineman from Georgia, and that's another thing. We gotta get some more Georgia offensive linemen, man. Them guys from Georgia be like balling.
Stay away from Alabama. That's all.
Right?
Yeah, don't take no Alabama. Don't take no Miami or anybody like that, man.
Right?
Like it's crazy, but as far as the cornerback room, my concern level out of 100 may be like a 60. Just because I know Cordell Flott will give up some big plays if we're in man-on-man coverage. Just being honest. Like if he's facing somebody like a Jordan Addison or what's another good number 2, like a Jahad Dotson or somebody like that, I think he will give up some plays. Will it cost us the game? I don't believe so, but it will cost us some valuable first downs giving up on third downs. Back shoulder throws, quick post routes. I think he's going to struggle with those because he can't get physical. Like I think he's too slight in frame to get physical. I don't know if you guys see something else, but as far as getting physical with a receiver, I don't think he has the strength to do so. And I don't think he can rely on quickness like a Drew Phillips can. But Drew Phillips is strong too. So I think the slot position can be man down. Now, would I put him one-on-one with a CeeDee Lamb all game long? No. I think he would get his lunch ate after a while. But we'll worry about that when we get there. Just as far as skill sets, I do believe Nick McLeod is the guy that you go at the cornerback 2 position, just based on what I see right now, because Flott is just playing too reactionary. Somebody like Malik Neighbors, as you see every time he goes up against Malik Neighbors, if it's not a late throw or overthrow, it's a catch. So I don't know. I just like Nick McLeod in that number 2 position. Give me the strong veteran.
Yeah, I agree with you there. And the reason I agree with you there is because, again, a veteran presence matters. I respect the Giants for playing young players and developing players and playing rookies and different things like that. Because, back in the day, people used to complain about Coughlin. Coughlin doesn't play the young players. And shit. Now that the Giants are playing the young players, we sitting up here talking about, man, shit, we need some veterans. You know what I'm saying? So, I definitely respect, playing the young players. Obviously, man, we're a young team. We don't have much choice, but you can't be young at every single spot on the team. Like, if you want to compete, you know what I'm saying? You need some veterans.
Right.
Bro, like,
you need some of them old dogs in there that got grown man strength and have experience in the game and have played the game for years and know the ins and outs. Maybe they're not as talented as far as athletic wise as the younger guys, because athletically Flott is superior to McLeod. But I just think McLeod's just a more intelligent corner right now. Not saying that Flott is dumb. He's still very young.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm gonna bring Coach into the mix. Coach, you good, bro? What's up with you?
Yeah, what's up, man?
How you feeling, man?
I'm all right. Yeah, how about you? I'm sorry, I'm just
Maintaining.
watching. I'm watching the Olympics, the 800 freestyle finals right now, and America's fighting to take over the lead right now versus Australia.
Okay.
Okay, okay, cool. We're gonna get into some Olympics basketball here a little bit later, man. But I'm just I got my eyes on the Yankees game. So but Coach, if you
Hmm.
have you been paying attention to the camp? Um,
I'm
just
trying
give me
to.
a just
It's just that everything I get is all negative, and
Facts.
it's hard to tap in and want to be involved and just get reports when, and I'm not just talking about fans, I'm even talking about reporters.
Mm-hmm.
And you go to
right.
the national media, and I just saw something where was it on I think the NFL network, good
Hmm.
morning or whatever, good morning football, and they were talking something about, are you in or out on Daniel Jones, and they just lambasted,
Dog though.
and I'm just like, I
Matthew
mean,
Beck.
I'm not saying Daniel Jones is all that, but what I'm getting at is the energy that's coming out towards the Giants, just like we're the worst team to ever play football. Not just that we're bad this team year, it's just like we're the worst team ever to have put on play professional football. And for me, that's why I kind of disassociate myself. I'm just waiting until at least I could see preseason games and just make my own assessment.
Mm,
I'm not trying to go off of anybody else's. I'm just trying to determine myself and then go from there. Because like I said, I don't hear a lot of Okay, Malik Neighbors making some catches, and I saw one clip where Jalen Hite got separation on McLeod on an out route. But you know, is there any more positives coming from the camp? I
no,
mean,
well, that's what we're here to talk about. You know what I'm saying? So, again, you have Brian Burns looking pretty good. You have Javarius Owens, one of the young safeties, has been out there making plays.
okay,
Um, you have you have guys like Kayvon Thibodeau, as Pat mentioned, who seems to have gotten stronger, who seems to have um, you know, developed as far as like pass rush is concerned. You know what I'm saying? You have Andrew Thomas still holding down the line. From what I've seen, and I asked Alex this, who's been at camp.
hmm
He said that like the first and third team line, I mean the second and third team lines have struggled a little bit, but the first team line has been okay. You know what I'm saying? And now you're bringing in Van Roten, so I
hmm
really want to see what this line can, what this offensive line to do. So I'm not as discouraged about the offensive line as some people are. I think they'll be solid actually. Just from what I've seen, you're not getting the jailbreak, and I think I heard P Dot and them talk about it. You're not getting like the jailbreak, just breakdowns that you've gotten before. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, guys are gonna get past you, especially in this camp where you have Burns and Thibodeau, who's they got something to prove. It feels like so. But again, man, this I think this offensive line has improved. So I mean, if you want positives, yeah, I can give you some positive. I'm always gonna look at both sides of the coin. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna take everything, especially in no practice, for like it's truth. You know what
hmm
I'm saying? We still talking about practice.
But that's the whole point. Like you're right. This is a practice session. This is where you want to see your mistakes, and then do you progress from there? And that's what I'm getting at. And look, I get fans. I get the emotional attachments. You have your
Lamar, what's
favorite
good with you?
players, so on and so forth. I get all that. But there still is a level of progression that you want to at least see. I mean, every time I turn around with Daniel Jones, he's overthrowing somebody. What about some good passes? Are you telling me that every pass is terrible?
That's what they want you to believe, Coach.
I mean, I'm not going to believe you know that. I'm just saying, why are you putting that out there? Because then, you know what? Yeah, I know why they put it out there, because it gears it towards their narrative.
Right.
So at least be fair. That's all I'm looking for. Be fair. If you're going to be critical, then you gotta put some positivity out there also. Because if not, then you're not being objective. You're just being, to me, you're just basically saying this is what I think and that's it. And basically I'm tapped out, and I don't care if he does anything good. I only care about the negative. So it justifies why I don't like him.
Right.
So, so I mean, look at me with Evan Neal. What did I say? I said it's hard for me to justify, and y'all know, but I'm about the team. I want this team to be successful. And if it means Evan Neal goes to the bench, okay, Evan Neal, you go to the bench. If we're gonna win, then you go to the bench, bro. Because in the end, that's what it's about. And that's as a fan, and as someone who's watched the game for decades, that's what I look for. So that's why right now, y'all know, I don't watch the Hard Knocks. That's not my thing. And like I said, I try to tap in, but maybe P Dot, I'll tap in whenever I can. He's objective. He's gonna give it to you 100% real, whether it's good or whether it's bad. So
most definitely, man. And shout out to Neymar. Can't. I'm so bad with names. But I'm gonna call you Lav. What's good? Appreciate you tapping in. Yankees run, New York. Let's go.
No, they
That's what
don't.
I'm talking about.
No, they don't.
I'm talking about who
The Liberty.
Right now, the Liberty. Yeah,
Coach,
right.
With all due respect,
bro,
Coach.
I'm joking. But right now, if we're talking about today, at this very second, it's the Liberty today. But if you're talking about all,
if you want to argue best teams right now,
no. It's the Yankees.
Maybe,
I know that.
But
27.
We talking
27.
About
that's all I gotta
York.
say.
27. Absolutely the Yankees.
Yeah. So I know
the Yankees symbol is like iconic. The hat is iconic. You see, I got one on, like the navy blue one too, the original one. Like, come on, like this shit.
You think the Liberty got a chance to win the championship right now?
You got the silver in front of the 800 freestyle. So,
but yeah, man, I just, I think the Giants are gonna surprise some people, and you know what? I think when it's all said and done, I think Daniel Jones has the perfect opportunity to shut a lot of people up. And I mean, we could talk about offensive line this and defense and whatever else have you, and circumstances that may come into the Giants actually winning games. But bro, when you have a legit, as long as this dude stays healthy, you have a legit number one receiver out there. You is no fucking reason why you shouldn't put up numbers. And you're going to be able to get Malik Neighbors the football. There's Lou. So there's no reason. What's good, bro?
I was listening while I was driving back.
I got you. Let me land the plane real quick before I lose my train of thought. So there's no reason why Daniel Jones should not put up decent fucking numbers this year. As long as Neighbors is out there,
phenomenal numbers.
I think you good to go. So Daniel Jones, you got the perfect opportunity to shut a lot of fucking people up this year. And I hope you fucking do it. I really hope you do it, man. As long as Neighbors is out there, man, because what I'm seeing is he's going to make the offense easier for Daniel Jones. You ain't got to think as much, bro. Throw that dude the fucking football. You ain't got to sit here and pity pat, bro. Throw him the football. Now, we don't want you throwing ill-advised passes, but, bro, if it's one-on-one, throw him the fucking football. Don't play games.
Trust him.
What'd you say, Pat?
Just trust him.
Yeah, you gotta trust him. Exactly, he's gotta trust him. Facts, man. But Lou, I know you came in with a comment, bro. What's good with you, man? Appreciate you tapping in, my brother.
Once I got everybody in the car and started leaving practice, I heard Coach saying something about negativity, and that's why he don't like them. So I came in with a question off gate: who we fucking up?
No, it's not. It's not that. What I'm saying is, he asked, "Have I been tapped in?" And I said, "I don't tap in because of the level of negativity. It's not evenly balanced. Like, I hear more negatively, like we're the worst team to ever play football. So, and that's why it's like, you know what?
That probably came from the worst YouTuber ever to make a video.
No, bro. It's not just YouTube. It's everywhere. It's everywhere, Lou. Everything that I turn into.
I'm tired of hearing it.
Yeah, so that's why it's like
I'm saying the opposite. Greatest show on turf, Big Blue version. 42 touchdowns in the air and 8 on the ground for DJ. Let's go.
Okay.
Negativity only wins if you feed it. So that's why I've backed up off the Twitter spaces and different things like that, man. And it's not because I personally, I don't mind the smoke, to be honest with you, but it's not helping anything. You know what I'm saying? It's not healthy. It's not helping anything. It's not healthy for us, for our crew, for our group. You know what I mean? So
it's not healthy for the brand.
Right, exactly. So I don't need to engage in all the nonsense. You know what I mean? But again, we want to be objective about the Giants. I'm not gonna sit here and paint this team like it's some fucking rosy colored team. Mm-hmm. Like, these motherfuckers been ass for years, bro. You have a right to have some negative tone about this team, but just keep it fair, man. Just keep it fair.
That's
Go ahead, Coach.
No, go ahead, Pat.
I'm surprised you guys haven't talked about this, the signing of Van Rotten and Evan Neal. Is reports that came out that Evan Neal is not promised the right tackle position when he comes back. It's been reported, Daybo has said that. So if Illuminor, like we said earlier, we actually predicted that if Illuminor, light-skinned Jermaine goes to right tackle and produces, they're not going to let Evan Neal come back and just take that right tackle position. Yeah, if light-skinned Jermaine stays healthy, it looks like he's pretty much done, because they brought Van Groten in to be that guy next to Illuminor just to make it that much more comfortable for the offensive line. And yes, he is 34 years old. I hear a lot of dummies on there. Oh, he's too old and all this crap. Man, we need some veteran linemen on this team and some familiarity with this team. And those two guys have played with each other I think the past 2 years.
Yes.
Right.
I'm 45 and I can beat most 20-year-olds up in a second. So I don't understand that logic of, oh, he's 34 and he's too old. I guarantee most 20-year-olds that step to me ain't going to take 2 punches before their knees crumble. So that logic of he's 34 is ridiculous.
Now, I just think that most of the people that are saying that are the people that don't like Daniel Jones, so they really don't want him to have an offensive line. Right. You see what I'm saying? I think that's one of their biggest nightmares, because if he does have an offensive line, he has time to read the field. The way Jalen Hyatt is running routes now, like, he's getting it. He's like getting it down. I'm not saying that he's a finished product by any means necessary, but he's way better than what he was last year. Like, he's putting some moves like Jagger on people.
And I'm excited for that, Pat.
Me
you know
too.
What I'm saying? And you know how I'm not a hater? Because I'm a Darius Slayton fan.
Me too.
I've been one of his biggest supporters, man. But I want to see Hyatt take that position, because we need that.
We got to. We need that.
But, you know, I'm going to say this about Daniel Jones. Is like, I don't know how people expect the guy hasn't played for 9 months. They expect him to just, like, to shake off the rust and come back and throw dimes and, you know, stuff like that out the gate.
Aaron Rodgers ain't doing it, bro. We just talked about the Jets. And that's why I led with the Jets. See, I be doing subliminal shit and people don't even catching on to it, bro. Like, Aaron Rodgers ain't looking good in camp. Ain't nobody saying shit about that.
Right. But that story don't sell. Daniel Jones story sells the ratings. They going for ratings.
Absolutely. That's the point.
Well, I mean, to be fair, NYG, though, Rodgers has shown throughout his career, you know, to be, which is why he might get a little. No, I'm not saying he doesn't, but what I'm saying is the level of concern is going to be different between the two. So he is a Hall of Famer. He is someone who has produced. He's won a Super Bowl. So you're in comparison to Daniel Jones, and that's what I'm talking about. You know, Daniel Jones has, if he's competing and winning on his level, then yeah, you're right. Which I do understand the concerns, but like I said, I just want it to be fair across the board.
That's fair. Yeah.
All they do is post his negative passes. It's like he can complete 10 out of 11, and the pass that's put on the blogs the most is the one that he missed, which is ridiculous. I could see if people were being fair. Yeah, you do need to have concerns about Daniel Jones going out there produce no matter what. That's a fact. But don't sit here and just post all his negative things and be like, you see, he's ass. And then he could complete 8 bombs in a row. Crickets. That's ridiculous.
But see, here's the problem. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Finish.
I was just saying, and man, what was I gonna say?
So they posted so Chase Daniels posts they post somebody's counting interceptions in camp. Some one of these as what Pizzle says, one of these geeks. So it says Caleb Williams 2, Josh Allen 6, Lamar Jackson 7, Justin Fields 3, Deshaun Watson 2, Brock Purdy 5, Bo Nix 4. So Chase Daniel says, "Oh my God, Brock Purdy threw 3 interceptions at practice. Who cares?" This is the same guy who reported that Daniel Jones added too much muscle to his frame or some stupid shit like that I seen on Patricia Trainer's post. But this is what I'm talking about. It all the narrative always changes when it's Daniel Jones.
Yeah, and people don't understand.
Sad.
People don't understand.
Really is.
The actual point of training camp is to get the quarterback to do the most. Find out what you can't do. Find out if you can throw the ball between 3 people and hit your receiver. And if you can't do that, okay, we're not going to do that in the regular season. You got to know your weaknesses in order to make yourself stronger. And that's what training camp is for. That's what I would do. Okay, let's see if you can fit that ball in there. Oh, well, looks like you can't do it, sir. So we will do that in the season.
It also allows you to see
if you throw a ball like that in the regular.
It allows you to see what your overall what your offense or defense is able to do with specific plays, like you're saying, Pat. If you have to pull it out of the playbook completely, you pull it out. If you see that, you know what, with a little bit more practice, then they can get it, then that's fine. That's fine. But, you know, you're 100% right. You know, this is where you work on the techniques, you work on the continuity.
I know, NYG. Oh, no.
These dudes is ass.
Oh, my God.
These dudes is crap.
Defensive again. The defensive. Oh, this is what always happens. But the thing with Daniel Jones that I don't like is how they always comparing him to other quarterbacks who played on a lot of great teams. That's what the Daniel Jones teams have been ass the whole time he's been in the NFL, and they want to compare him to like Aaron Rodgers and all these other guys, and also it's like those guys played with a lot of great teams. They had a lot of great teams they played with. You know what I'm saying? It's like you can't compare them. You cannot compare them.
Just compare them to quarterbacks that had ass offensive lines their whole career.
Right.
Like the only quarterback that I know that had a situation like that was Andrew Luck, and he had to retire because he kept getting hit. He had to retire at a young age.
And you ask them all these other quarterbacks, if you ask them during their career, did they have the best like talent level? Did their talent skill players? Yep. Did they have Hall of Fame players? Yep. Did they have a good offensive line? Yep. Did they have like a top 10 offensive line? Yep.
And then a lot of them had the defenses behind them.
Right, but if you're going to tell them like they had the 30th ranked offensive line their whole career with no weapons and no nothing, and they succeed, yo, show me that person who's in the Hall of Fame. Let me see that person.
What's good, Mosley, Neymar, Tommy, Leaf? What's good, man? I see y'all in the chat. Appreciate y'all tapping in. But look, man, with this Giants team, man, you know, I just want to see some progress, especially from this offense. Now, I know, Pat, you was talking about Dable calling the plays. I watched the video. Good video, man. Y'all go watch that.
Yeah, I saw him. Good.
I think it is in the best interest for Brian Dable to call plays because guess what? If you're gonna make your way here in New York, you gotta do it your way. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta do it your way. You gotta do it how you see fit. You know what I'm saying? And you can't, let Mike Kafka or somebody else's feelings or somebody else trying to get a coaching job or whatever the dynamics is get in your way. Now, it might seem foul to Mike Kafka, but again, as I mentioned time and time again, Mike Kafka got a promotion. They are ultimately training Mike Kafka to be a head coach and be more than just an offensive coordinator. Now, if he wants to come in here and call plays, that's cool. You go sink or swim with that. Now, if Dable's calling the plays and the offense does good, guess what? That still goes on Mike Kafka because he's technically the offensive coordinator. But if it fails, guess what? It ain't going to be on Dable. They're going to blame Mike Kafka, throw him under the bus, and he's going to be out of here. So, again, when I said this shit was it, and people like to fucking joke me, but they don't actually listen to the words that I'm coming. Are you listening to the words that are coming out of my mouth? Like, they don't understand, bro. This is a good thing for Mike Kafka, and it's a good thing for Brian Dable. You know what I'm saying? Because if it goes well, guess what? They all win. And if it fails, guess what? It's going to fail regardless, and there's going to be questions, and 9 times out of 10, Kafka's going to be out of here, and Dable might be too. Who knows? I don't think it's going to go down like that, but who knows? The way this fucking crazy-ass town is with these sports
as long
teams.
as it's not an absolute shit show for the whole year, I don't think anybody goes anywhere, to be honest with you. Now, Kafka may leave because I believe that relationship between him and Dabo is on very thin ice. And believe it or not, you're not seeing Kafka anywhere. And I just believe that they're like, hey, look, we're going to train you to be a head coach. If we do a good job, you'll get a head coaching job. We get our 2 third-round compensatory picks for you, basically.
Basically, yeah. Yeah, I agree with that, man.
Get 2. I think get 2 for like what's the name for Bruce? Wasn't Bryce?
Yeah,
Brandon.
If we have a good season this year, he won't be here either. He'll be a GM somewhere. So
you get
that's gonna suck though. That's gonna suck.
Appreciate you, man. Thanks for tapping in, man. Thanks for supporting the show. But sorry to change subject in YG, but the Yankees blew it. Yeah, man, that's what I'm talking about. That's exactly why I was saying what I was saying earlier. Like, this team is fucking ass, man.
The defense costing them the game.
I'm sick of them, bro.
Well, I want to tell you guys something. For those of you who haven't been watching and don't know, Giants going 11-6. DJ is going to throw 42 touchdowns. He's going to run for 8. And we're going to be the greatest show on turf, Big Blue version. You heard? I'm back on my bullshit. Shit.
Oh, my God. Here we go. See what I'm saying? Bases loaded. You can't get one fucking out, man.
Did he get out of it?
You can't get one fucking out.
He got out of it.
Of course.
What's the score?
5-5. But they almost lost. They almost lost on this one.
He almost blew the guy. He almost fucking dropped it. He almost made an error.
Right. They was winning 5-4, and they blew the lead.
On the serious.
Where is Mariano Rivera? Where the fuck is Mariano Rivera?
I'm retired and on the beach.
I know. I'm so sick of this fucking Clay Holmes and Aroldis Chapman's and all these fucking goofy ass closers, man. I need Rivera in there.
Can't get 3 out.
God damn,
this
bro.
Is my son's first year in pads, right? I've been coaching him in flag football for 2.5 years. First year in pads. Today was the first padded practice. Well, yesterday was the first padded practice. Today was the first padded practice where they hit. Mind you, my son's first time playing in pads or tackling. Everything has been flagged. We line up to do drills. Kid is a little bit bigger than my son. They're the same height, but he's a little, stocky. Blows my son up. Okay. My son gets up, looks at me, looks at the kid, claps his hand and lines back up. Coach is like, it ain't your turn. Go to the back of the line. He's like, no, I want to go again. I'm like, yeah, that's my boy. That's my boy. Like, oh, you got me that first time. Now I know what we doing. Come on, line back up. I'm like, yeah, that's my boy. That's my boy. I'm telling you. Yes, sir.
That's great, man. That's what you want. That competition.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. You already know, man. Look, having a competitor at a young age like that, you know what I'm saying, is what you're doing, Lou, is you're giving your son quality values, you know what I'm saying, that are incorporated in sports, like discipline, toughness, teamwork,
Perseverance.
yes,
Get
different
up and
things
try
like that.
again. Life's gonna knock you down sometimes. You gotta get up and keep trucking.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, I always salute you, bro. You know what I'm saying? You and your sons, man. Facts, man.
I appreciate
That's
you,
what's up.
brother.
You already know, bro.
It let me know, because you know your child, right? But there's certain parts of them you don't see.
Yeah.
Like when they're at school and stuff happens and you're at work or whatever, you can only go off what you hear, but seeing him get hit with the ball like that and then get back up like, no, come on, we ain't done. No, come on, my turn. All right, yeah, that's my boy.
Appreciate it, man.
But I did say the bad. Now I'm gonna say the good. That boy running a 40-yard dash. Coach, my son running a 40-yard dash in 4.9 at 9 years old, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. At 9 years old?
What type of surface?
Huh?
What type of surface?
That's grass, regular grass. It's an elementary school.
So if he was on turf, it probably would have been closer to a 4.8.
I mean, but he ain't never ran with all of that stuff on.
No,
So
I
I'm
got
like,
you.
if I can get him to do it more often, that'll increase. That'll get shorter and shorter as he gets older and his legs get stronger.
Yeah, because he'll drop them pads off like Piccolo and be fast as hell. That 4.9 will turn into a 4.7 because he's running with all them pads on at 4.9 at 9 years old. That's ridiculous.
These dudes, man.
Tudo, what's good with you, man? Appreciate you tapping in, bro.
He says subscribe to our channel, not to his. He don't make content, but thank you.
Who don't make content?
Tudo.
All he gonna do is get deleted off Tudo's page.
Bro. At Tudo.
Right.
But yeah, what's good, man? Ghost, what's good, Ghost? Appreciate you
Ghost
tapping in,
dog.
bro.
Oh.
But yeah, man. Any more thoughts on Giants training camp, man? Before we switch topics, man, we're gonna talk some basketball. When everybody get their Giants thoughts out right now.
Well, let me get mine in.
Before we change the subject, go ahead.
I told y'all a couple days ago, and I'm not talking about y'all on the panel. I'm talking about the viewers. I told y'all a couple days ago in my short video that the Giants were signing Greg Von Ratten. Oh, no, he's just there for a workout, all in my comment section. Y'all
Right.
want to go back and redress that comment y'all put in my section? No, it's just a workout. I told you guys Wink was going to be the DC. I told you guys we were signing Adoree Jackson a week and a half before we signed him. I told you guys David was going to be the coach. I told you guys Neighbors was coming here. John Michael Smith, Deontay Banks. Y'all better start listening. I told y'all the last 14 boxing matches who was going to win. Matter of fact, I'm putting a video out tomorrow about the Crawford and Madrimov fight. So if you're a gambler, you want to keep posted tomorrow so you can hear my breakdown of the Terrence Crawford and Madrimov fight, and you might make you some bread. But the Giants is going to stomp the shit out of a whole lot of people this year. I'm going to keep my piece short because I know NYG got to keep his show moving. But 11-6 back on my bullshit. Let's go. Oh, and we coming to Green Bay to show out on y'all during the draft, Leaf.
That cheese hat off, man.
Yeah, Leaf. Yeah.
Shit,
Yeah.
Man,
turn the
man,
camera
with
off.
the cheese.
Turn the
With
camera
the
off.
cheese. With the cheese.
Listen, Lou, whatever dream you had, look, I ain't gonna lie. Listen, It's doctors that prescribe these type of things, man, for a reason, bro. Do not fool yourself into thinking that the Giants.
Hey, hold on. Didn't we beat you last year? With Tommy DeVito?
Pat, y'all did. Yeah, you're right about it, Pat. Y'all did. Listen, shout out to the Blue fellas, but listen, I don't want y'all to even remotely believe that y'all gonna duplicate anything that y'all did in the past.
Hey, didn't we beat y'all twice to go to the Super Bowl and win?
Hold on.
Like I said,
this only
I'm gonna say this one more time so Pat can hear. I don't want you to believe that y'all gonna duplicate anything that y'all did in the past.
But we just beat you last year.
Hold on. Definitely cannot believe that y'all gonna duplicate anything because you don't got Favre nor Aaron Rodgers.
That's not a problem for us because the thing is, we graduated 2 Hall of Fame quarterbacks and now we about to graduate a 3rd. Meanwhile,
we Favre to go to the Super Bowl and we beat Rodgers to go to the Super Bowl. So until y'all beat the Giants to go to the Super Bowl, we got you.
I think we can beat Jordan Love to go to the Super Bowl.
Listen, Lou. Listen. With all due respect, Lou, Pat, even a broken clock is dead at least 2 times a day. That's fine. That's basically Eli. That's basically Eli. That's basically Eli's career in a nutshell. But I ain't gonna get
top 10 in every major quarterback statistic.
Why is
his career?
Why is every time that clock broken? It's against the Packers, though. Why is
that? Right.
Like I said,
what's wrong with y'all?
Even a broken clock. Even a broken clock
trash.
Right.
What's wrong with y'all?
Even a broken clock is right at least 2 times a day, bro. It happened not once but twice, and then the timeline got cut off. We caught
bickering.
We caught Odell Beckham on a boat, and we all seen what happened. Everybody was up here when
y'all got lucky that time. Y'all got fucking lucky. That's the outlier. That is the outlier. Us beating y'all isn't the outlier. Us losing in that 2016 game is the outlier. That's the outlier. Us beating you is legit, bro.
Fine. If you want to call it an outlier, that's fine. I just call it destiny. That's what I just refer to it as.
So how we beat you 2 times back to back in the last 2 regular seasons, where everybody calling the Giants dog shit, and then we beat y'all 2 times. 2 times we beat you, one with Rodgers and one with your brand new spanking quarterback. He got his ass whooped too. So now again, and we beat you when it counts the most in the playoffs. Y'all
got a 2-game streak against y'all. When the last time y'all beat us?
The NFC Championship, not just the playoffs. The championship, the NFC Championship.
Listen, y'all beat Favre in the NFC Championship. Y'all beat A-Rod in the divisional round.
Both the Hall of Fame quarterbacks. Right. We beat both of them.
Yeah. Listen, hey. I ain't losing no. The thing is, I don't lose no sleep over it.
We don't either.
Right.
I don't lose no sleep over it, bro. Like y'all won with Daniel. Y'all won with not Daniel Jones last year, but Daniel Jones the year before in the other game.
And then y'all won a 3rd-string quarterback in DeVito.
Danny DeVito.
Okay, fine. Y'all got us with Danny DeVito.
Beat y'all with an actor, bro. An actor. We beat y'all with an actor. At quarterback.
Let's not make it seem. Oh.
There you go, coach.
Right,
coach. Show them rings, bro.
Okay, coach. Hey, listen. Hey, coach. Listen. I ain't never ever gonna sit up here and dispute your winning ways at all. Now, as far as the New York Giants go this year, bro. That's a good conversation.
This year, okay, whatever. But the way you talking.
Well, we can't beat them in the Super Bowl anymore. We'll beat them in the NFC Championship game.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, Leaf. When it's in the championship run, we beat y'all. But in your house. So your house is really our house. I'm dropping the mic. Go ahead.
Well,
Tell him, coach.
It was our house anyway because it's named after a New York Giant coach that came and made Green Bay any good to begin with.
Yep.
Lombardi was from the Giants. So before he even built y'all house, he had to learn it in New York.
That's a fact.
Hey, listen, Lou, I'm glad you said that, but he's most remembered here. Not in Giants country, not in the Blueville, Not in New Jersey in East Rutherford. He's most remembered right here. No. But when you see this right here, you know what this is.
No. That's false. Because if you go back and watch NFL films, most of the clips they have of him was while he was a Giant.
That's definitely not.
Hey, but not even to speak on the 2 Super Bowl runs we ran through, y'all. Y'all haven't beat us in the regular season in the past. When's the last time y'all beat us?
We ain't talking to the Packers.
Last time we beat y'all in the regular season, that was the season that we ran into San Francisco in the divisional. Like we've been
the last
beating
time y'all beat us is when we went to the Super Bowl. That we came back and beat y'all in the divisional round with Aaron Rodgers. I think that's the last time y'all beat us in the regular season. So I like you, Leaf, but your stance against us doesn't mean anything to us because you haven't beat us.
All right, okay. All right. I'm gonna just end this by saying this: our all-time record against the New York Giants.
2019. Thank you, Alex.
Our all-time record against the New York Giants is 34-28-2. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna just leave it there.
And what does that matter? What does that matter?
That means they beat us more times than they lost.
No, I know, but I mean, what is it?
Hey, basically, that's basically what it means.
A lot of those was in the 20s and 30s. Let's keep it a buck.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
That was
a lot of it was in the previous decade, bro. We only played y'all twice in this decade. Like let's just be fair.
Most of those wins leads were
5 years of that decade.
Most of those wins.
Is this
most of those wins?
Who are you?
Came at the hands of 2 of our Hall of Fame quarterbacks.
No,
I'll give you this. Y'all mad?
Wrenches are only given to people that we know for real.
Yeah,
I'll give y'all this, Leaf. Y'all have had quarterbacks out of the last 60 years. 3 of them have played at least 40 of them. With Bart Starr, Rodgers, and Favre. I'll give y'all that. Y'all put out quarterbacks like a motherfucker, and Jordan Love is well on his way.
And I ain't going front. Brett Favre is one of my favorite all-time quarterbacks.
Facts.
Yeah,
but
I ain't gonna shit on Green Bay now. But
when it comes to the nitty-gritty, y'all really can't mess with us when it comes to actual winning, when it comes to winning time, when it all chips are on the line. You can't beat us. It's a proven fact. I don't know what it is.
Am I lying? We only got 4 Super Bowls, but in terms of y'all versus us, I guess we both sit in the same boat. We both sit in the same table since 1900 years.
Man, our Super Bowl.
When the last time y'all won?
We beat you to get to Super Bowls. You don't beat us to get the Super Bowls. You lose to us.
But when was your last
different about basketball now?
Our last Super Bowl 2011.
Yeah, and y'all beat Pittsburgh.
Wait a minute.
I tried to say
4.
If I'm not mistaken, we got 4.
Yeah, they got.
I mean, the first
we either got 4 or 5.
Yeah. I think Bart Starr got 2, right?
No, here's the thing. They were winning before the Super Bowl, before the merger. They won the year before the Super Bowl. It was the NFL championship. So that's why I'm trying to remember. I know they got the first 2.
Right.
Yeah,
we got the first 2.
They got 4.
We got the first 2. We got 96 and we got 2010.
Y'all got 96. 67, 68. 97 and 2011. Y'all got 4.
Okay, you got 4.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, because Bart Starr got the first 2.
Yeah, I remember Bart Starr.
They started in 57 was the Super Bowls, right?
No.
Or 56.
No. They started 66. Super Bowl 1. We got Super Bowl 1, Super Bowl 2.
66.
Super Bowl 31 and Super Bowl, what's this? I want to say 45.
Yeah, they got 4.
Yeah, okay. No, they got 4.
Oh, I thought he said 45. I'm like, no, we on like 50 something.
Yeah, no. I mean, all time they got 13 championships. Chicago got 9, and we got 8.
And by the way, Pop, I wasn't expecting you to put Jets in this little bottom hierarchy y'all got, because I know y'all don't got no respect for them as a franchise, to be honest.
Oh no, this is hard. This is harder. This is harder to city. So I make it a point to talk about all the New York City area teams. I'm gonna always stay true to my format. Now, again, a lot of people got the Jets as one of the Super Bowl favorites. So you can shit on them if you want to. The media is not shitting on them. They think they're a good fucking team. And when you look at their roster, they actually do have a good team. Nah, when you look at their roster, they actually do have a good team. Now, we always know the Jets always seem to fuck it up. That's kind of the running joke. But on paper,
big time accident waiting to happen.
Yeah, on paper though, they got a legit fucking team, bro. I'm not.
Yeah, they do. If Aaron Rodgers shows out, that team is gonna be dangerous.
If Aaron Rodgers just plays half the way he was in Green Bay, they're gonna be a problem in the AFC. Mm-hmm. Just half of the way he was his last MVP season.
They won 7 games with Zach Wilson, and I don't even know who else at quarterback, bro. Like, so.
You know what, Coach? I'm cool with that. My thing is that the rest of the talent in the AFC might have something to say about that. You already got teams in the division within Miami and Buffalo that
Miami. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's a ladder. That's a ladder to climb right there.
Miami right now, because of the money you're paying Tua and the players that you're losing. Look at all the players that they've lost, man. They've lost a lot of. I mean, Christian Wilkins alone on that defensive line is a problem. Howard as a cornerback, that's a problem. You got 3 players getting 70. I think 70 million or. No, yeah, they're getting 70%,
like 50, 60%.
Yeah, yeah. When you got
Hill and somebody, I forgot who.
And the other receiver,
Tyreek
they pay Waddle too, didn't they? Yeah, they pay Waddle.
They pay Waddle.
Because Armstead is getting paid too, the left tackle.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
So they got a pretty big payroll over there in Miami.
And I just think Tua is going to get them destroyed this year. I don't like Tua as a quarterback. I don't.
Well, I hope he don't.
I just don't like the lack. I just don't like the fact that
Tua lost Cooper Hunt. They lost.
Miami is too much of a finesse team to me. They don't.
What's gonna hurt them is what's gonna hurt them is like I said. And I preview all of these teams, the AFC East. Go check out my video if you haven't already. But what's gonna hurt Miami is injuries. They already got Odell Beckham Jr. on PUP, Isaiah Wynn on PUP, Jalen Phillips on PUP, Bradley Chubb on PUP, Cameron Good on PUP. That's what's going to hurt Miami. And I spoke about this with Miami and with the Jets. Attrition. These are veteran teams with a lot of veteran players who are up there in age, still good players, not dogging their talent, but again, you got to be healthy at the right time to win a Super Bowl. So I think that's going to come into play with Miami and with the New York Jets.
And another thing that hurts Miami, a lot of people ain't talking about, in the AFC, there's a lot of cold teams over there in the AFC.
They don't play good in the cold. They know that.
Yeah. The way they play,
that is true. That is true. But in the case of the Jets, bro, like I think there's a pecking order in the AFC, bro. I think
it is. But what I want to see if they're going to, because I think you guys were talking about it before I jumped on, when you were talking about what you call running physically in practice. If they can be physical in the run game, and you just have Rodgers get play action and just get the ball to Wilson at key moments, and then the defense play at an elite level. That's the key to me for the Jets. That defense, because that defense can.
I'll be honest with you, bro. I'm looking at the Jets schedule, and
it's tough.
I don't know. I don't really see no let-ups in the schedule because early games.
I'm gonna steal my boy stuff real quick. Pause. My unpopular opinion. Sauce Gardner gets exposed this year.
Ooh, y'all hit that
wait. Hold on. Who take was that, by the way? That was Pop. That was your take.
No, that was Pat.
That's Big Pat.
Oh, Pat. Wait. So hold on. Wait.
Let me do this for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna clip it. Go ahead.
Sauce Gardner
put him on the big screen, bro. Like, you might as well, bro.
Sauce Gardner gets exposed this year. If you look at his film, he gets away with a lot of holding, and he falls with double moves all the time. And I think the media hype on him was so strong that, the refs give him some calls to not get him embarrassed. But now it's year, 3? Yeah. Now it's time for you to put in that work. You're not going to get that treatment anymore. I think he gets exposed this year, man. I don't think he's as good as everybody advertises him to be.
Well, that defensive front is what helps him. That defensive front helps him.
I was actually going to say that the defensive front, I think it's going to be. I think they're going to have to do a lot more work this year in order for him not to get exposed, like you said. Because you pointed out some pretty good. You pointed out some pretty good facts about him falling for the double move. He did get away with a tremendous amount of holding. I ain't gonna lie to you, but
team. God,
I'll be honest with you. In terms of him getting if the defense is on the field, as long as they have been the past years in years in past, I could definitely see him getting exposed.
Let me ask Pat this: how you feel about they CB2 DJ Reed? He's pretty good.
He's already been exposed. that dude gets attacked so much. Believe it or not, if that front seven don't get home with Johnson, Quentin Williams, I think they got Huff now. No. They got Sam Reddick now, right? And Reddick already tripping over there. So
yeah, he bugging out.
If they don't get home, I think both them dudes get exposed, bro.
Let me ask you a question because of that comment you just said. You said he's bugging out. How's he bugging out when he was doing the same thing at the Eagles? That's the Jets for their stupidity for trading for him without making sure that you're getting a contract done with him.
I mean, he wants his money. I mean, So
didn't he get a contract with the Eagles?
He's not practicing.
No,
though. He's
that's
not.
why
He's not wanting to play. He's not practicing. So
he's
not helping the team. So,
but what I'm saying is, you said he's bugging out. What I'm saying is, they had when did they trade with him? Like 3 months ago.
He's on the last contract.
You first of all, if you're going to trade for him, you want to sit down and at least see that you can at least get a contract. So now it's been 3 months.
Burns.
Right. Exactly. That's the point. So he's not bugging. The Jets are bugging.
Yeah, why would you trade for him, not give him a contract?
Exactly.
Right.
That would have been like us trading for Brian Burns and not giving him a contract. That'd be stupid.
That to me, that's why when people say that, and they go at him, no, that's the Jets management.
Right.
See, I thought he already got paid from the Eagles, and he was still on the big contract.
He wanted to renegotiate his contract, and the Eagles did not want to do it. So the Eagles got Bryce Huff, and I think they got a draft pick. So
I wanted to real quick. So everybody been talking. I guess we've been talking about the Jets the past couple of minutes. I just want to go over their schedule real quick. Season opener, they in San Francisco.
That's a loss.
That's a loss. Okay. 6 days after that, they in Tennessee.
That's a win.
Ooh, that's a win.
That's tough though.
That's a win.
Okay.
4 days after that, they back home. They play the Patriots.
Short week.
A win.
That's a win.
Okay. All right. 10 days after that, they back at home again. They play Denver.
That's another win.
Tough. That's tough.
That's tough. Because Denver might have something, but I'll say that's a win.
But it's 10 days. That's 10 days. Remember, that's 10 days.
That's 10
days off. Okay, all right, so they get a good Rico 10 days of rest. Okay. On October the 6th, they in Minnesota. They play the Vikings.
That actually could be a loss.
That's tough too.
Well, they playing against Sam Darnold. So,
but in Minnesota though, I mean, and
Pat talked about be a loss.
He talked about Sauce getting cooked. Yeah. So you talking about Justin Jefferson?
That might be the game. That might be the game.
That might be the game he get exposed.
That might be the game he get exposed. But Pat, good. Yeah, Pat, everything might come true. What you're saying in that game right there. After that, a week after that, they got a primetime game where they're at home and they host Buffalo.
That's a loss.
All right, 6 days later, they in Pittsburgh.
That's a loss. I believe
Depends on who's
Pittsburgh's
the
defense
quarterback.
gets after him.
That's
It
why I was like,
depends on who Pittsburgh's quarterback is.
but even the Vikings.
If it's Russell Wilson,
That'd be
it's
a
a
good
loss.
low-scoring game. Both defenses are real good.
Yeah, and I think Pittsburgh pulls it out. Pause. You know Mike Tomlin, he always gets the boys playing.
I can see it. I definitely see that.
I could see that. Okay, a week after that, they in New England. They play the Patriots.
That's a win.
That's another dub.
I think New England might get one win this year.
They're gonna be bad. I'm telling you, they're gonna be bad.
Damn, this girl.
Okay. So that was October 27th. Halloween, they got a primetime game against Houston. They're
That's
at
a
home.
loss. That's a loss.
They're at home though.
That's
Yeah,
a
they're at
loss.
home.
Come on.
That's a loss. Unless it's snowing, that's a loss. There's no way that they're gonna get exposed that game too, because that offensive line with Texas block, Tank Dell, Diggs, and Nico Collins.
Yeah, that's a
with
loss.
CJ Stroud, and that's a loss.
Okay, let's go. November 10th, they in Arizona.
What are we doing?
That's why I was just saying, NYG, these guys, that's why they keep losing the defense.
That's a toss up, but I'll give them a dub in that one.
Okay. November 17th, they got another primetime game. This time they host in Indianapolis.
Tied.
I actually say they'll lose that game. They'll find a way to lose that game. Jonathan Taylor might go off against them. They'll find a way to lose that game.
How long is Aaron Rodgers gonna last in the season? Who knows?
I think he lasts the whole season this year.
See, and now I'm coming down to the stretch where historically the Jets have problems. December 1st, they at home. They host Seattle.
That's a toss up. That could go either way.
Yeah.
That could go either way because DK Metcalf is strong as hell, and if Sauce Gardner tries to hold him, good luck. Because you're not.
Will old boy
pick the Jets in that one. Yeah.
Will old boy try to show off against his former team?
That matchup is crazy.
And make some critical mistakes. Damn, girl, go ahead.
With the spoon.
Okay, all right. So December 8th, they go down to Miami.
That's a loss.
That's an L.
Well, that depends on what's happening with Tua and
the Jets never win in Miami.
They hardly ever beat Miami.
Hey, hold on. How many of y'all think Tua gonna finish the season out?
I don't.
I don't think so. I think some. I don't trust that dude. I'm with Pat. I don't trust. That
I don't think he is, man.
You know what, Coach? Listen, I think last year was somewhat of an anomaly, if I want to say.
Yep.
Do I see him being a healthy quarterback through year in and year out?
Bro,
no.
When you can throw a slant to Tyreek Hill and rack up damn near 5,000 yards, it's going to make you look good. I watched this dude play the New York Giants, and when Wink schemed him up, the Giants should have won that fucking game, bro. If we had any type of offense, bro, we beaten the Dolphins, bro. I seen Wink scheme against Tua. Tua is not that good.
Okay. I mean, but here's the thing. I'm agreeing with you. I think Tua has the biggest benefit of the world with Tyreek Hill.
Absolutely.
If you only back there for 2 seconds,
he has the quickest time to throw. I mean, the quickest release time in the NFL.
I could throw 1,000 yards with Tyreek Hill. Well, at least 700.
At least 500 of them joints, right?
Because half them, nine of my 10 throws are going to be
like
quick screens, and he going to get yak yards. Give me Debo Samuel or Tyreek Hill, I'll throw for 2,000 yards.
You got to think about their line, too, because they lost Robert Hunt. So, I don't know how they lost.
You just got to get me out the game like third quarter, bro. I can throw like 500 to him.
That's why. And if see, to me, it depends on the Jets' offensive line first and foremost. Are they going to be physical in the run game? Because that's going to, because right now the Dolphins, when they had Wilkins, then and I'm not saying they didn't have a top level defense, but you lost too many key pieces. So I got to see it
And they
with them
get hurt too much
defensively.
too, Coach.
And
Both their edge rushers stay hurt.
Not only that, Coach. Not only that, Coach. The thing about the Jets is, season after season, even when they do have reasonable teams, they lose games that they're supposed to win.
No, true. Yes, that's
what
you're
really
right.
killed them in the standings because, like, after Thanksgiving, I don't trust the Jets.
I will
whatsoever.
say this. I'm more concerned about their coaching than I am players, because their coaching usually gets them a loss or two. With Robert Saleh, he's there's some boneheaded decisions, and
yeah, he is
absolutely.
So now if he can just get out of the way and let the players perform, that's why I'm saying that no major injuries. If they can be physical in the run game, that's the thing. If they can be physical with, Breece Hall and what's his name, the rookie at running back. And
Braylon Allen.
Yeah, Braylon Allen, and then on occasion get the ball to Wilson, to make some plays, and also don't forget their tight ends. Their tight ends are not
Conklin and Knight. Conklin and what's the guy from Ohio State? They're nice. Rucker
or something.
Yeah, Rucker.
Yeah, so Rodgers will get the ball to his tight end. So that's why to me, if their offense can just be functional. How many losses, like you said, if they had any quarterback play? Well, you have an elite defense. So if your defense, all right, Sauce Gardner, you're saying he can get exposed. So, but there's other players out there that can help offset that too. So, that's why to me, the yes, there's questions. There's a lot of questions with the Jets. I'm not going to sit here and say there aren't, but if I can sit here and I can say playing the Dolphins is going to be an intriguing matchup. Well, playing all the AFC East teams are going to be intriguing, except no, I still got.
How y'all feel about Fashanu? I know we talked
He's not going to play.
I'm just saying as a prospect. I know we talked a lot about the offensive line. When we was doing our scouting for the draft and everything, but. How do you feel about Fashanu and how he fits in with this Jets team?
Another good win for the Yankees.
Because he's playing behind two veteran guys. He does have talent. He has very good raw talent. He just needs to be coached up and to develop. So, and playing behind, Smith and what's his name?
Moses.
Moses. You're going to learn from those guys. They're going to teach him how to play tackle in the NFL. So, and he does have talent. He really does. So if you can coach him up. Now the question is, if one of those two are down hurt and he has to go in and play extensively, then that gives me pause, especially with Rodgers.
I'll say this by looking at this roster right here. If Mike Williams is healthy, they could actually be a problem on offense. If that offensive line holds up. I think Morgan Moses and Tyron Smith are actually very good tackles. I don't know about John Simpson and Titman. Those are the only two weaknesses on that line I see, because Vera Tucker is a monster.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Simpson's
they give Aaron Rodgers.
I don't know about Titman.
Yeah, they give Aaron Rodgers time. They're gonna make some noise with those receivers.
That's why I say that. And then you have the run game, so it's like if you can be balanced. Yes, if you can be balanced, and then you set up your defense can set you up and get you good turnovers in the plus territory. Now I'm not saying it's going to be every game, but that's why I said if you sit there on paper, that's the whole thing. It has to produce, but on paper, this is a good team.
Yeah, it's a damn good team on paper.
On paper, obviously. But the thing is, we all know in the NFL how fast the papers can crumble up. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is, and not only that, I'm more so worried about the Jets' competition in the AFC all around. Like, of course, I mentioned the division. I didn't even get to the other divisions where, of course, you got the black and blue division, which is the AFC North. You know what I'm saying?
Let's run it down then, y'all. Let's run it down. This is a good topic. Shout out to you, Leaf. Are the Jets better than the Cleveland Browns?
To me, they're even because it's all about it's all about the quarterback.
Because the Cleveland's offense is not as good as the Jets' offense, and the Jets' defense is pretty good, and the Browns slightly out better them. So if they met head to head, just depends on whose offensive line blocks
and the quarterback play.
What about the coaching?
I would agree with that.
Who
the Browns' coaching is better.
Yeah, Browns coach. Yeah, definitely.
Browns definitely got better coaching.
Okay, what about the Bengals?
They're a better team if they're healthy. The Bengals.
Yeah, Bengals is better if they're healthy.
But the Bengals lost players too.
Well, right now the biggest question is whatchamacallit going to play? Because
T. Higgins, he gonna play.
No, not T. Higgins. Chase. Right now he's sitting in because he wants.
He gonna play. He gonna play.
I believe he is, but right now he's sitting in, so I have to put that in my head. There's that.
So what's going on with Chase? He holding out for money.
He wants a new contract.
He want Jay Jetta's money, which he deserves. To be honest.
Deserves it.
Yo, what's they just got?
He definitely does. Yeah, he definitely does. Ain't no doubt about that. He definitely do.
So I was just saying, just for argument's sake, if he was to hold out, if he was really going to hold out because he wants that money,
they're dead.
That's my whole point. So it's like, okay, Cincinnati, they're good offensively, especially if Burrows is on point, but Chase does
if we throwing in that aspect with in a perfect scenario, bro, like perfect scenario versus their perfect scenario, I think Cincinnati is the overall better team.
Yes, no, overall I think we all agree with that. So
what about Baltimore?
Yes,
Baltimore's better, easily.
Especially since they got King Henry over there now.
Oh my God! Oh shit!
So that's three. So that's three. What about Pittsburgh?
They're better than Pittsburgh.
They're better than Pittsburgh.
All right, go over to the West. Kansas City.
No. There's no discussion there.
The Chargers.
They're better than the Chargers.
They're better than the Chargers.
Actually, I'll give
better than the Chargers, but I don't think that. I think the Chargers will be better than them. I guarantee the Chargers and the Ravens will beat in the playoff game.
Yeah, I'm not a Herbert fan, but I definitely think the Chargers going to be better.
If the Jets keep it close, they win because Herbert's going to throw an interception at the end of the game.
You know what, Pat? No. Okay. Hold up, wait.
He's right though. He leads the league.
No. Listen, Pat. You know what, Pat? I'm not going. I got to dispute that a little bit, just off the simple fact that the coach that they had was basically a terrorist.
Oh man, listen, bro.
Okay, but here's the thing.
Hold on. Go ahead, Coach. I'm gonna go after you.
Confirm from my understanding, what I heard, Joe Alt is getting abused over there.
Ooh.
Joe Alt,
for real? And
let me listen to this. I want to hear more about this. What's going on?
I heard again. I don't know. I don't have any proof. And when it was said to me, I'm like, come on, man, you got to be crazy. Not with Harbaugh and the coaches that he's bringing over there, and the rest of the with what's his name, the other tackle that they got from Northwestern.
It's about Rashawn Slater.
Rashawn Slater. So, but if he is getting abused over there. Now he is going up again. Was it Bosa and
Mac
and Mac? Yeah,
the Mac man.
Yeah, so I can understand it, but if he is
definitely can understand it.
But if he's getting abused, that's my point. Getting beat is one thing, but getting abused, that's going to affect his psyche. That could affect his psyche. So, and that's why it's like, I gotta see with the Chargers.
Let me tell you this. Every game that I have called and have watched of Justin Herbert in a clutch, it ends just like this: incomplete pass, sack, incomplete pass, interception. Every time. You think I'm crazy?
Every game that you watched, or every game that
game in the clutch, it ends the same exact
that you watched, like with
remember, Leaf, he calls the games.
I'll
Recall
go
the
to the
games.
all 20, go to all
Mhm.
22 and look up Justin Herbert in the clutch. It ends the same way: incomplete, sack, incomplete, pick. Every time. It doesn't, man, listen, it's weird and it's actually kind of fucking scary. Like, why does it happen like this every time? He'll miss somebody that's wide open. Everybody be like, oh. Then the very next play, he gets sacked. Then it's like 3rd and 14. He throws another incomplete pass that's almost picked. And then he says, you know what? Let me go ahead and throw this pick real quick and get this over with.
He said, I got you. And Leaf, did you see the biggest choke job in the playoffs against the Jacksonville Jaguars?
Incomplete
You know what?
pass, sack,
Okay.
incomplete.
All right,
pick.
Cave.
Every
Okay,
time.
Cave. Listen, what a lot of people like to tell me is that, yo, the Chargers defense, bro, yo, they didn't come up, man. Like, come on, bro. That wasn't
he's
Herbert's fault.
Hey, listen, Leaf.
Now, Cave, you got me right there. That one right there, that was a choke job.
When
That was a choke job.
when the media loves a quarterback, they will come up with everything in the book to excuse his behavior. Same thing with that Prince Charming over there with the Jaguars. Them dudes started off.
Oh, you talking about Trevor Lawrence? Oh God.
Them dudes started off 8-3 and didn't win a game for the rest of the season. And the game they did win, Trevor Lawrence didn't even play. So,
oh wow.
And he has just as many turnovers as Daniel Jones, and he's had a way better supporting cast around him. Way better. His first year.
Well, the thing is about it, Pat. If somebody's if they coming up with reasons as to why this and that happened, the thing is, I think it's unfair that we're not doing the due diligence and looking at all of
what do you
everything
mean?
around.
I don't talk if I don't do my due diligence, sir. Mm-hmm. I look at their roster. I look at their roster. I look at those players.
Pat. I'm not saying that. I'm just talking about in the course of how the choke job even happened. Because Cave, listen, and Cave mentioned the game against the Jaguars.
I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you the reason. This dude, Trevor Lawrence, literally will fumble and nobody's around him. Like literally would do it. I don't understand him. And every time he misses, it's 16 yards too high. Every time. I look at these quarterbacks, bro. These dudes, they got receivers making one-hand catches. He got Travis Etienne getting multiple touchdowns for 7 games in a row. The offensive lines are not terrible. They're ranked in the top 15 or higher. Like it's them. It's him. Just like Justin Herbert, it's him. Because they can't win in the clutch. Does he have a over athletic team like the Joe Burrows and them? No, he doesn't. But he's supposed to be this all-world quarterback, and he does have a very good team. He has Keenan Allen that's balling. He had Mike Williams that was balling before he got hurt. He got Palmer that's balling. He got Everett that's balling. He had Austin Eckler that was balling. Joshua Kelly behind him was balling. The offensive line is not that bad. Now, all of a sudden, it's the scheme, it's the coach, it's this, it's that. And they're in every game. And every time they're in the game, this dude, incomplete, sack, incomplete, pick. Every time. I don't understand it. I just don't understand it. When you're in that many games to where you can throw 16 fourth quarter interceptions that ends games for your team.
16. God damn. 16.
Some of that has to be put on you, but you know why it's not on him? Oh, because he puts up stats and ain't got a playoff victory. And our bum ass quarterback that's the worst that's ever played got a playoff victory. It doesn't make sense. With a team that's way worse than his.
It don't.
With all that being said, Pat, I think the Chargers are gonna be better than the Jets. I think.
Yeah. So let's get into First of all, I want to welcome Miz, who didn't show,
you was going on the rest of the team.
who didn't say anything. Yeah. First of all, I want to because Miz is down there like, yep, I'm here, Mizaroni.
What's up?
Miz, what up, man?
Speak your unpopular opinion, man.
Nah, I think the Jets are going to be good this year, but it all relies on the O-line and Rodgers. We know that. This is nothing. I'm not saying nothing we don't all know. But I do think.
Do you think Rodgers makes it through the season, Miz? You think he makes it through the season?
What? What you say?
You think he makes it through the season, Rodgers? Aaron
Yeah,
Rodgers.
I'm not God. I don't know. But I do think that people are dismissing Buffalo, and I think the Bills are still going to be very good. So I
Oh, no,
do.
No. The thing about Buffalo, I think they still gonna be the class of the division. Like Miami, in Miami, it's all codependent on if how Tua stays afloat. Can Tua produce another healthy season for them to stay afloat? Is just the question. So it's a lot of ifs, not just in the whole league, but like obviously with the teams that we discussing. So
Let me say this about Buffalo, okay? Let me tell you about Miami, okay? Real quick. I'm gonna sum up Miami for you. It hasn't changed in 50 fucking years. They're a nice, sexy fantasy team that ESPN is gonna drool over at night on Sunday night. But when it comes to December and you separate the men from the boys, they ain't going with the men. I promise you.
Fact.
I could definitely agree with that.
They proved that
for
last
sure.
year when they played the Chiefs in the snow. Couldn't do nothing. It was like I was quarterbacking out there.
Don't forget with the Dolphins last year, they were up 3 games. What was it, week 13?
Yeah.
They were up 3 games and they blew the division.
Yep.
They blew the division.
Because big boy football started.
I mean, but we kind of knew that was going to happen. We kind of knew that was going to happen because not just because of their schedule, but because they really a finesse football team. They don't really do anything in the trenches that's really worth speaking of. I see the way that they play, and Miz talked about it. That they just one of those fantasy football teams. Kind of, they just gonna do it. They just gonna do enough and have enough wins to get into the playoffs. But they're not gonna really make no noise.
But yeah, real quick, Yankees win 7-6 in 12 innings. They sweated it out and finally got the job done. So
that's good enough for me.
It's a 4-game win streak right now. I mean, hey, you're gonna win. You're gonna win some tough ones, and you're gonna lose some. You know what I'm saying?
What's the record right now in the American League?
You know what's funny? I could go back to when Marino was a Dolphin. It was
64 and 45.
I promise you. It was the same thing in the 80s and 90s with Miami. They were flashy, Dan Marino, blah, blah. I don't know, whatever, man. Maybe it wasn't as sexy as today. Maybe they didn't have the greatest receivers in the world. But when it came to the big boy football at the end of the year, they didn't do it. And they could never play in the cold weather. It's been like that historically.
Yeah, everything that you just said,
but Miz, respectfully, they had Mark Dupin and
Clayton
back then. Like Dan Marino had an old line. Like it wasn't like he didn't have an old line.
They just didn't have a run game.
They never had a run game.
They just didn't have a run game, and they didn't do none of this stuff.
They didn't have a defense neither. They didn't have a defense or a run game.
Right. The only time they had a defense or a run game, and somehow marched to the Super Bowl in that decade.
The only time they had a defense and a run game was with the the no-name defense, and then with Mercury Morris and Larry Zonka when they were they had the real thunder and lightning.
Oh, he's talking about 72.
Yeah, when they won the Super Bowl, they went undefeated.
My pop's favorite team, man.
Look at Dan Marino. Look at Dan Marino, and then when they went to play the Jaguars in the playoffs, when the Jaguars first got started, they let the Jaguars put 60 points on them.
So,
I watched that playoff game.
Real quick, let me get you guys' opinions, unpopular opinions. Y'all hit that like button on a couple teams that I'm watching for. A couple sleeper teams. So I'm giving you kind of a preview of my preview shows. So one of the teams I got in the AFC is the Las Vegas Raiders. And one of the teams I have in the NFC is the Los Angeles Rams.
Okay, the Rams are a very good team.
Those two teams?
Yeah, the Rams can actually compete in that division. I think they would be number 2 behind the 49ers when it's all said and done. The Rams are the Rams. As long as they're healthy, they got Cooper Kupp, the boy they drafted last year. They got a good offensive line.
The Brazilian kid or whatever his name is. I forgot his
Puka Nacua.
Yeah. The Puka.
Yeah, they're a good team. They're not to be slept on. So that's not an unpopular opinion. That's just a great opinion if you know what you're talking about. Now the Raiders, if they take on the attitude of Antonio Pierce and that defense balls
That's
out,
what I'm counting on. Yep.
if that defense balls out, the Raiders are going to be a pest in the AFC, and they can get 7 to 8 wins, maybe even 9 if their quarterback actually does something. With Gardner Minshew.
Right.
They can challenge something, but I just don't think they're. And to be honest with you, I think that's really the only team in that division that can beat the Chiefs.
I was gonna say, is it fair to say that?
But who's their running game? Their running game, the Raiders.
No.
I expect myself, my own opinion. I expect the Chargers to be the second best team in that division.
Okay.
It all depends if that Raiders defense plays, man, because they're pesty on defense.
Hey, having a coach makes a difference. Having a coach makes a difference. Now I respect Harbaugh. That's why I said what I said earlier. I think the Chargers are going to be a much better team this year. But we all know on this panel, maybe not Leaf, but Leaf, you've been in New York, you've been in the area. We all know about Antonio Pierce. You know what I'm saying? What kind of leader he is. You know what I'm saying? So we all know what kind of leader that man is, bro. And when you can get Devontae Adams to calm down, because that dude was ready to get the fuck out of there, bro. I don't care what nobody say. He was done with
his life. His career has been in shambles ever since he left us, bro. Like, be honest with you, as good as he is,
but
I always thought he was a remarkable
Antonio Pierce has him back in the fold. You know what I'm saying? Back committed to the Raiders, man. That's big time, man. And you got guys like Max Crosby speaking up for him, man. And look, they had options. They didn't have to retain Antonio Pierce. You know, they could have went out and spent money on a big name head coach or something like that.
Yeah, that'd
but they
been
bought
dumb,
back.
too.
It would have been. You know what I'm saying? I agree. And they bought back Antonio Pierce, and I think that's the right move. And I think he gonna have the Raiders balling this year. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? I'm not 100% sold on the Chargers, and I'm damn sure not sold on the Broncos. I don't know what the hell they doing.
Well, I'll tell you what. If they depending on that sorry ass Quentin Johnson, they gonna be in a world of that dude drops everything, bro. Like,
yeah, he's trash.
Somebody in the background when he dropped that touchdown pass, they yelled, that dude drops.
He's also a body catcher.
Yeah, he drops everything, coach. It's weird. Like, you are 6'4". Stop it. Use your hands to catch the ball. Why you got them big ass hands and you still trying to catch it with your body? Just dumb.
Yeah, man. I think the Raiders. I think. Look, you saying they? I hear you, Alex. You saying they don't have a running game and a QB. I understand the concerns, man. But you know who they do have? Devontae fucking Adams. So
that's exactly that. Yeah,
they're gonna score some points. They're gonna score some points, bro.
Well, I don't know. It is what it is. I think
it might not be no juggernaut offense.
Y'all sleep. Hold on. Y'all sleep. They got Aiden O'Connell.
Who else they got?
They got Jacoby Myers too. Yeah.
Hold on. Gardner Minshew's gonna eventually start over Aiden O'Connell. I'm sorry, that dude's trash. Zamir White is not bad. Zamir White is actually decent. Then Alexander Madison to back him up, who's decent. You got Devontae Adams, Jacoby Myers. Both of them are nice. Yep. You got Brock Bowers that they drafted. Nice.
Mark Mayer.
Yep.
And
Michael Mayer. And Harrison Bryant. They got a 3 monster at tight end. Yeah, and that's what I guess a mid quarterback needs is tight ends, and they got 3 of them. Then they got Jackson Powers Johnson that just got drafted. Parham is pretty good at left guard. Colton Miller is pretty good at left tackle. Then their defense, they got Christian Wilkins. Remember, they just signed him. John Jenkins, Max Crosby, Malcolm Coots, who's pretty damn good. Tyree Wilson to back them up. That Spillane dude at middle linebacker is pretty good. Devon Diablo is pretty good. Jack Jones is a good corner. Trevor Morig is a decent safety. Marcus Epps is a decent safety. Nate Hobbs is a good corner.
and they got him at the nickel corner. They're not as bad as you think.
But they lost their O-line coach and they lost 2 offensive linemen. So that's their problem is on offense.
Listen, their problem is on offense. But if they got a decent quarterback and Gardner Minshew was decent, he could get the ball to Devontae Adams, Jacoby Myers, and Brock Bowers. Yeah, okay, keep sleeping on them. And they take that attitude of Antonio Pierce and don't give up.
I'm thinking that's what they're going. I'm telling you.
If they take that attitude of Antonio Pierce and don't give up, they're gonna lead the league in goddamn penalties like they always have.
It don't matter. It don't matter if they're getting turnovers and you going 3 and out.
Bro,
but they gotta put up points.
Damn near scored 60 points on the Chargers.
988.
That ain't gonna happen.
988.
That's not gonna happen again.
Leaf. I love you, brother, but we got to get back to the purpose of the show. We're supposed to be doing the basketball. We done wave it all the way off. And
you blaming me for that
segment? You come in with this Green Bay propaganda. All of this.
I didn't come in with propaganda. I came in here with a hat.
That was NYG.
I wanted to lighten up the show from, talking about
Lou started shooting at me right from the door. He was like, "Wait, hold up, bro."
The Giants conversation, makes people want to fight these days.
Lou,
so
man.
I was trying to lighten up the conversation by talking about some other teams that we don't.
All
really
I know
have
is
no
that if you sleep on the Raiders, you're gonna get beat. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
Well, I'm snoring on them. So until that happened.
Okay.
Yeah,
when they starting off the season 5-3 or 5-2, you're like, damn, Pat was right.
But we are gonna move it on.
They gonna lose.
We're gonna get into. I want to get into the U.S. basketball. I don't know if you guys been keeping up with the U.S. basketball men's team. And
you say they lost? Good Lord.
Nah, they didn't lose.
They didn't lose.
They beat
dunked on somebody earlier. That shit was crazy.
They beat
Serbia. They beat Serbia 110-84. They totally kicked their ass once they really.
Oh, they gonna win it then, because Serbia is probably the best competition they got.
Canada is.
Representative of America
is Canada.
Canada and France.
I think it's France.
France had trouble today against Japan. If Japan did not give up that 4-point play with 10 seconds left, if they had to just let him shoot the 3, they would have won that game. Japan and Rui Hachimura got ejected early in the game.
So if I was president of the United States after opening night of the Olympics, I'd have sent every American player back home. That's all I got to say about the Olympics.
That's all I got to say about that.
Let me tell you something.
I don't even know
if you work hard for training to go for a gold medal, you're gonna look at the president like, what?
I don't give a damn.
I don't give a damn what you say.
To go or partake in something that ungodly and call ourselves a Christian nation. Sorry,
it's about the competition. I'm not even getting into the politics and the religious shit. I'm talking about the competition. You're competing against the rest of the world to see who has the best athletes. Period. That's all it's about.
I gotta compete with that. I'm good.
That's all it's about. I can tell you, these and don't forget, a lot of these athletes, they have regular jobs. They're not NBA players or big athletes. They have regular jobs.
They barely get paid.
They go over there to represent the country. So it's a little bit different. I get what you're saying in terms of the political spectrum.
Pride thing.
No, it ain't even political for me. It's spiritual for me.
Oh, spiritual.
I can no longer endorse a place that I'm a wrong show.
Okay, no, fine.
All right, let's get back to sports. So
I
don't want to get canceled.
But France. Oh, and by the way, I think we
not even monetized yet. Let me get
not even monetized
before I get canceled.
Here's also the play of the game. One of Japan's player, Rudy Gobert, had a dunk two-handed dunk that he was going up for, and this Japanese player came from out of nowhere and blocked it right at the rim.
Yeah, because Rudy Gobert is trash, man.
But bro, this Japanese player, but Pat, this Japanese player probably was about 6'7".
Yeah,
6'7".
It's trash. That's why.
Man, you can be 6'4" with hops and block Rudy Gobert. That's hey, coach, and not to cut you off, coach, but that's how soft the big men have gotten in our game, bro. That defensive player of the year, and he is ass.
Yeah,
like I don't understand.
I don't know why
he ain't no Ben Wallace. That's what he ain't no.
I'm not listening.
You got all these big men trying to be freaking and one stars, dribble between legs and shoot step back threes and all this stupid stuff.
They also blocked what's his name? Rookie of the year. Wemby, yeah. They blocked Wemby a couple of times, and they were muscling him and pushing him around. And the Japanese
Wemby is 128 pounds at 7'3".
The dude who blocked his shot was 5'8". The guy
was 5'8". Hold up, I gotta watch this game.
I'm telling you,
it was on the left baseline. They were battling for the ball, and he was getting the ball to try and shoot it, and the guy jumped up and smacked it.
Hey, look, man. Let me get in the gym for 6 months, and I'm putting Rudy Gobert in the post. I don't give a damn what you talking about. I'm putting them in the post, and as long as they can teach me a sky hook, I'm going at them.
I'm done. I'm done.
So France is not all that you think that they're.
They did the Last Supper in Trag.
They did. France is not. I will say with Canada.
I heard about it. I didn't even want to bring it up.
Canada got players, bro.
Yeah, I'll go with Canada.
Canada do got players, but I'm not putting them over France.
Nah, France showed me something today that you know what, they're not as good as you. When the United States South Sudan, who they're playing next, that's going to tell me something with the United States. Because the last time they played them, they won.
What about Greece? Is Greece still alive?
Greece lost today too.
They cheeks.
They lost today. They lost by I think 12 points to was it Spain?
Yeah, they lost to Canada too.
They lost to Spain.
I think it was
without the Gasol brothers.
And we were just talking about the Canada joint the other day, wasn't we? Coach.
Mm-hmm.
Friday, I was like.
Who Canada got? They got Dylan Brooks, trash ass.
SGA. You got
Jamal Murray.
Jamal Murray.
They got SGA and Murray. Those are the two.
RJ Barrett over there.
I said Canada got some players, man.
RJ Barrett.
What about the mountain biking?
I haven't seen mountain biking yet.
Yeah. Mostly, you are right. The women are balling out, but I hate to tell you, they're not the best in the world. They lost the team WNBA, man. I'm counting that.
Well, that just also speaks to the depth of the United States in terms of the talent. We could send whoever we want over there.
It's not even close.
It's not even close.
Yeah, we sent some WNBA players.
Yeah. I know, but I'm talking about this.
I know the WNBA
this particular team.
Yes,
I'm talking about this particular team.
And the fact of the matter
this is what happened. WNBA, Team USA, Women's Basketball Committee. This is what happens when you say you don't need Caitlin Clark. Think about it next time.
Sabrina was lighting it up from deep the other game.
She should be.
That's cool, Coach. I mean, listen, we already acknowledged. Listen, Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. That's a package deal when it comes to Team USA. But
who are you taking off of that team though? Here's the thing.
What would you pick? You know what I'm talking about.
If I had to pick one.
Look,
Wait,
hold
up. So you talking about if I had to pick one?
No, if you're going to take Caitlin Clark and put her on the team, who are you taking off for Team USA right now?
If you had to pick one for you.
Oh, Angel Reese all day.
Oh, yeah. No. He said who's already on the roster that you're going to take off?
Oh, on the roster?
He's not talking about basketball.
Yeah, Team
I'm not
USA.
If I had to pick
Hold
for,
on.
if I had to pick for me, it's Angel Reese all day. Good
No. He
Lord.
said
Yeah, if I had to pick for me, yeah, that's
Team
Angel Reese.
USA.
Yeah, I'm
That,
not.
that
Okay,
woman.
That
but
ain't
no,
even no
that's not what I'm
discussion.
saying. That's not what I'm saying.
Which one take on
You
Team
said Caitlin Clark should be on the roster.
USA?
So I'm saying on the Olympic roster, who are you taking off to put her on?
Right.
Hey,
That's
Diana
Leaf.
Taurasi. Diana
Hey,
Taurasi,
Leaf.
she gotta go.
Who?
Diana
Diana
Taurasi.
Taurasi, she gotta go. She's 40 something years old. Get out of here.
But
Get
they
out.
get
Crazy is on
Damn,
what?
Taurasi?
Diana
You taking
Taurasi.
Taurasi off?
Why is that
Come
crazy?
on, Lee.
40 something years
Nigga said
old.
she 40
The
something.
veteran.
She's still
Bro,
balling.
Get it, but
fucking legend.
That means you've been here for a while.
Hey,
We
listen.
seen you
Hey,
already.
hold
I get what
on,
he's saying. I know.
Then they gotta take
hold on,
LeBron off the
on.
men's team. Then
Hold on.
you gotta take LeBron and KD
hold up,
off the men's
hold
team
up,
if you
hold
gonna do
up,
We
that.
not hold up. We not comparing LeBron to
I'm
Diana
just saying,
Taurasi.
bro.
We not doing that.
Hold on.
I'm not that disrespectful. Come on.
Leave.
I don't like LeBron at all, but I'm not that disrespectful. Hi, Diana.
Leave.
Mm.
You barking up the wrong tree when you talking
Am
WNBA and women's basketball with Coach. I'm just letting you know now.
Well, let me bark up the tree a little bit more.
Leave knows because he's been watching and he's been calling games too. So he knows what he's talking about.
There's no way you're taking Diana Taurasi off that team.
Diana Taurasi. Here's the thing.
way.
Here's the thing, Leaf. The biggest factor is you're taking off a veteran for a rookie. That vet. Now, here's the thing. Remember, hold on a minute. Here's the thing, Leaf. Here's the thing. Remember when they lost that game to the WNBA All-Stars? What did Diana Taurasi told? She gathered the whole team together and she said, "This shit hurts. Remember this shit going into the Olympics." That's veteran leadership. Caitlin is not going to be able to do something like that. She's not going to be able to get the players to focus as a collective unit.
She got to worry about getting her own goddamn team together.
I get what you're saying in terms of the talent. But see, Taurasi also has talent. She came out there right off the bat shooting threes. It's just that I get it. She's older. You're talking about youth versus age. But there's that savviness, and she's played internationally. She knows the international game. Caitlin has not played. So and think about when she was getting physical in the United States. They're even more physical internationally.
You can't
take
Taurasi off that team for leadership purposes alone.
You can't.
You can't take LeBron off the USA right now for leadership purposes alone.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's either Diana Taurasi or Jackie Young. One of them gotta go.
Jackie Young played a phenomenal defense the other day. She's playing her role. They got her. Look, go back and watch the game. They got her playing as a defender now, and she's starting.
Matter of fact, you know what? As I'm looking at this roster, you know what? Kelsey Plum was getting carved up like Chinese chicken. Get her ass up out of there.
You say he just gonna be in
man.
We're not gonna forget. She got 30 something put up on her, bro. Like twice in 1 week. She been getting cooked the whole season. Get her monkey ass up out of there.
Hey,
come on.
I'm a only co-sign that
I like Kelsey Clark, man. I think she is gorgeous. But she got to go.
Leave. I'm on the only co-sign that because she cooked Darren Waller. So I'm a co-sign that. Yeah, she got to go.
She cooked Darren.
She
cooked Darren Waller, bro. Wait. Time out. She cooked Darren Waller while he was in Vegas. When he got to y'all, that's when she was like, you know what?
Yeah, he was already cooked. I agree. When he got this,
exactly.
He was already cooked. She was cooking him in Vegas.
Wait a minute. She gonna cook 90% of the men out there, man. She really is. She gonna cook 90% of the men.
That's fine. But listen, you know what? As long as I could be in the 10%, that's cool. But as far as that roster goes, her ass could go. Now y'all made good cases for Diana Taurasi. You made a good case for Jackie Young. Her monkey ass out of here. Beat it.
I get where you're going with that. It's just that Caitlin Clark, I can't put her over a lot. See, the thing is, you're pulling veteran players who have international experience, and for her, and the thing that I'm concerned with is she would be a rookie. coming out there to play in the big lights. Now, if you want to say get her prepped for the international game, yes, but to throw her out there internationally, what I'm saying is for these next 4 years, get her prepped into the international game with the prep for the Americas, things of that nature, and then the World Cup. Get her ready for it. That's a different story. But just right off the bat, internationally for the Olympics, I don't know. I mean, hell, they've been sitting Jewel Lloyd. They were sitting Jewel Lloyd for a good percentage, and we know Jewel is a baller.
Yeah, Jewel Lloyd is a baller.
And Jewel was sitting, and so was Kalia Copper. So it's like,
hey, coach, you know what? I'm gonna stop this conversation right here by saying you know something is wrong with that committee when Enrique got left off that team.
That's another point. So it's like Enrique was only because she's on a losing team. And I said it, I've been said it. Enrique should be on there. Hell, if you want to sit here, as much as I love her to death, but you want to take Sab off and put on Enrique, I would be cool with that. Because if that's going to get us the gold medal, Enrique is she can hit all levels. And I'm not saying Sab is a bad player. Sab is a hell of a player. But
Enrique.
I mean, Enrique is... Because I'm saying to myself, well, damn, how can Enrique not be on there? But Satu Sabli is on Germany's team.
You know what? And not only that, I assume
Cardosa. Carmela.
She would be Brazil. She would be on Brazil, not United States.
She's on Brazil. She's not on our team. She's not on our team. She's Brazilian,
I don't give a damn.
I mean, she ain't getting a green card to play over here, bro. Like, come on, we done tried that shit already, bro.
They let Embiid play. Shit, he African.
Yeah, I understand that, and that was a big mistake. Like, we need to get his ass.
Let's not go there.
Yeah, that was a big mistake. Big mistake.
He need to sit on the bench. He need to sit on the bench, man.
He need to prepare for the Sixers regular season. That's what he need to do. He don't need to be out here.
That's a different story. Yeah, I agree with that. You could tell he's still hurt, or something. But now here's the other factor, though. The international game is much faster than the NBA game, and I didn't even realize the court is even smaller. I was just like, wait a minute, the court is smaller. I knew about the 3-point line, but the court and baseline, the baseline is 92 feet compared to 94 feet. I'm like,
right.
Well, so that takes him. Jokic is used to it, but him, I was just like, yo, Mo, he doesn't need to be out there. He doesn't. Let him sit on the bench. Let him sit on the bench.
This program to bring you an important update. Hit that subscribe button and don't be a ninja watch all your life, man. Your boy Unpopular Opinion Sports bring you the heat with Heart of the City every Tuesday night. And y'all be watching from the shadow realm and ain't even got a DC to hit that subscribe button. You heard? Don't be a daggone scumbag. It costs you nothing to push that button. Hit that subscribe. You heard? Yeah.
And with that, gentlemen, I have to leave.
Yeah, me too.
Nice talking to y'all. Let me get some rest.
Of course, Pat, tomorrow. Appreciate it, man. Sub up to Pat too, man. On a big cut. Sports talk.
And sub up to Man Cave. If you're live on his channel, sub up to Man Cave. Let's get him monetized. We're gonna get NYG Popular Opinion Sports monetized. Miz, when he actually does a video, we can get him monetized.
I just got monetized. I just added moderators on my page. Just maybe like 2 nights ago.
And you just got monetized, and you can't.
You're not monetized, Leaf.
No.
You got over 5. You got over 5 already.
No, he's talking about the
5. I got moderators. I got moderators already.
Moderators. Oh yeah, okay.
No, I was gonna say that's why he ain't monetized.
I got monetized.
I was like, you get monetized already? Hi,
nah. Hey, listen, it could be worse. I could be talking about the Giants and be where y'all at, man. But I mean,
but we beat you. That's the point. We beat you.
Well, no. The Giants beat the. Hold on, wait. Time out. The Giants beat the Packers.
You don't even make Packers content. Maybe if you made some Packers content.
We did it the past 2 years. What do you mean? Once upon a time, back to back, sir. Drake, back to back. We beat you back to back.
Pat, you gonna keep laying on that, man? Look, them 2 regular season wins, bro. Like just cause I understand it.
Look at me, man.
It's cool.
I don't want
And it's
to
cool.
cheesehead business ever again. Not even when y'all winning because you still ain't gonna win.
NYG's right.
You can talk about us all you want. We beat you.
I don't really have nothing. Listen, I don't really have nothing bad to say about you.
I'm just saying.
We want you. That's what we saying to you.
You don't have nothing bad to say, but then you make a comment.
I don't have nothing bad. No.
Leave.
I never had nothing bad to say about the Giants. You know that. I've been in here plenty of times.
Leave. You don't have nothing bad to say, but then that last comment, but I could be like that, like you guys with the Giants.
I know.
That's nothing bad to say. Come on, bro. Cut the bullshit.
Well, last comment,
you just said that.
Yeah.
You just said that when you talk about monetization. You said, I could be like you guys with the Giants.
He throwing subliminals, man. Lee.
Man, listen, no, first off, that wasn't a shot. That was just a response to what he said to me. He said to me.
I'm gonna leave
y'all
with this.
That, you see why you ain't doing it because you root for the Packers. I'm like, it could be worse. I could be rooting for the Giants.
I'm gonna leave Leaf with this.
You said it to me. Come on.
I'm gonna leave Leaf with this. I don't care how bad the New York Giants are. I don't care how bad the New York Giants are. We gonna kick y'all ass.
Man, listen. Hey,
we can be 1-16, and that victory is gonna be against the Green Bay Packers.
All right, you know what? I'm glad you threw that out there. I'm glad you threw that out there, Pat. You know what? I mean.
And I hope we play y'all in the playoffs so we can whoop Xavier McKinney's ass.
Facts.
Well, that's not gonna happen.
We trash. Y'all excited to get our players and pay them 20-something million in the first year. Y'all wanted one of our trash players so bad.
Irvin K, hit that subscribe button for Unpopular Opinion Sports. Irvin K.
Sir,
You know, Pat got a lot of ammunition off the last two funky ass wins that he got, man.
Leaf, I got one question for you, Leaf. Are you gonna go to the draft this year? Is in Green Bay? That's in
you better go to the draft because I want to see him so we can laugh at him after we beat him.
You going?
Yeah, we gonna be there, bro. You need to come out.
Yeah, for real.
You know what? I'm trying to get some tickets. To get out there.
No. Listen, you don't need tickets. You don't need tickets to the draft. Call NYG. That's who we all use. He's our travel agent.
Mm-hmm. Yo, put him in the chat. I have him. Put him in the chat.
NYG is our travel agent, bro. He books all our events.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you don't need tickets to go to the draft. It's a walk-up thing because those tickets to go to the draft are like over $1,000 just for one night, bro. Just to sit there.
Yo, Lou, I'm coming to this draft.
You're gonna go out there. You're gonna get content
and register to go to the draft. That's it.
And you're a Packers fan, so you're gonna be able to get all that content.
Man,
all the Green Bay Packers fans that's out there in Green Bay. You're gonna be able to meet some. You know what that's gonna do for your channel, bro?
You're gonna have so many people crying because they lost to the playoffs again. We lost again. You're gonna have a lot of people crying.
Hey, listen,
you need to come out though for real. Call NYG, set it up, bro. We already
got you, bro. I got
definitely.
He been getting prices and shit. It's affordable.
Come out there.
And we don't stay in no shitty spots.
Yeah.
You come out.
You gonna come out there. You already gonna know some people.
No road
bro. So we all gonna go to the draft and get content together, bro.
Just know there's no airport in Green Bay.
Right.
Yeah, shit. You gotta fly into Chicago and drive to Green Bay.
No, you can't even fly to Milwaukee.
Wisconsin. I was gonna say, don't Milwaukee got one?
There's an airport in Madison.
Which is like what, an hour away, an hour and 30 away?
Yeah.
Hour 30.
I'm going out there for work.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have all my attire ready, man. My girlfriend is bought
all your girl colors. All your girl colors.
Just make sure on your jersey you're gonna have a big L. Detroit gonna beat y'all too.
Hold up, do we even play y'all this season, bro? Hold up.
You
don't want to.
We play Minnesota. Yeah, we don't play y'all.
Yeah, because Pat been running his mouth like we play him again this season. You know what I'm saying?
I think y'all play Philly.
It's
We play.
I got a chance to beat
Dallas plays Detroit.
That's an easy win. That ain't nothing.
I tell you what, y'all better leave us alone. That's what you better do. You coming over here getting your ass whooped. You better leave us alone. Just because we down don't mean we out. We still get you.
Here we go. Like you got Pat over here co-signing these chip shit ass victories that he got in the last 2 years, man.
But you can't go on the stream talking noise about a team that you can't beat. That doesn't make sense.
I didn't say anything bad about the Giants at all. Like this all started because
it ain't adding up though.
Yeah, you came on the stream talking about you don't want no problems with our quarterbacks. We done had quarterbacks for 30 years.
That's not what I said.
Every last one of your quarterbacks has.
No, hold up. That's not what I said. Let's rewind the tape. I came in very calm and collective, and everybody was going on.
And I calmly told you we put foot to y'all ass. That's what I calmly said. Better go look at the history, sir.
Okay.
This is recent.
The history reads in total 34-28 in favor of the Packers. So I mean, ain't nothing more I can really say, man.
All jokes aside, though. Get in touch with NYG. Make it happen, man. Come out there and join us in the draft, bro.
And you see how we having fun right now? That's what it's gonna be at the draft, and you're gonna be able to get some dope content for your channel, bro.
You already know.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? And I will be in Brooklyn to catch a Nets game sometime this season.
Why? That's
we all gonna be here. The tickets are damn near free. I mean, like we could just walk in.
Exactly why I'm going, bro. Exactly why I'm going, bro. I'm not gonna spend too much money on this team. I have a budget for the Brooklyn Nets, bro. It's like 25, 30, anything more than that. That's too much, bro. You about to turn up at the Barcleys and watch them lose fucking 130 to fucking 70.
They need to show up if they play the Knicks.
Yeah.
So we can listen. I'm supposed to show up all 4 games against the Knicks, and that's
They're gonna sweep the Knicks, and they're gonna lose to everybody else. Yeah,
I'm cool with us winning all 4 games against the Knicks by a total of 4 points.
I hope we sweep the
cool
Knicks,
with that.
and I don't care if we lose to everybody else because I know it's gonna be a bad season.
I'm definitely cool with that.
I'll tell you what. I'll leave y'all with this. Dun, 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 dun. Go, Pack, go. We beat y'all Lambeau Field, MetLife, Giants Stadium, old Lambeau.
London, we beat them in London.
They leave in the stadium. They leave in the stadium talking about no Pack, no.
Wait.
Pack, no.
Pat. Here's the thing about it, Pat. Y'all did all of that winning, and we still got y'all 34-28. I don't understand.
It don't matter.
Like,
everybody takes turns whooping y'all ass. Because
everybody takes turns whooping our ass, but yet we ain't do nothing but produce Super Bowl champions. We ain't do nothing but produce Hall of Fame quarterbacks. Okay, all right.
We got Hall of Fame quarterbacks too. We actually got the best defensive player of all time on our team.
Yeah, above Reggie White. Definitely do.
Reggie White is right there behind him.
Yes, salute to Reggie White.
Ain't no argue with that. RIP
to we will say Reggie White was an Eagle before.
Even though he was, I was gonna say, even though he was an Eagle first.
Okay,
see, like he ready to hit somebody.
The Eagles, hold up. So the fact that he just co-signed the Eagles, bro, a team in his own division that he don't mess with.
I'm not co-signing anybody.
I'm glad he left the Eagles to go play for y'all.
I'm glad he did.
Here,
that's why I respect him. If he would have stayed with the Eagles, I would respect him. I only respect him because he went to y'all.
Besides Reggie White, it was Reggie White. Who was that other dude?
It was Jerome
Brown. Before he passed away.
Yeah, Jerome Brown.
Who was the other edge rusher out there?
Simmons.
In Philly?
Yeah.
Simmons.
Hey, Miz.
Oh, you coaching the team, right? Yeah.
All right. Been in.
Pop Warner, baby.
That's right.
The only thing I do now is keep his head up.
Keep
his head up when he's backpedaling.
Ever doing that drill.
Mm-hmm.
First time ever doing that drill. Our first game is August 24th. This is only our second week of practice, so first time hitting was today.
Cool. Hope nephew go out there and ball.
But 2011, the Packers were 15-1, and Manning spanked the shit out of you guys in Lambeau.
Yeah,
hey, bro, listen, hey, I remember it, bro. I didn't lose sleep over it then. I'm not losing sleep over it now.
That's
like
right.
it is what it is. Like the year that we were supposed to beat y'all last, the year that we won the Super Bowl, y'all managed to blow the damn division against Mike Vick and the Philadelphia Eagles. But that's not that's all in the past.
That's the Plax thing. That's the Plax thing.
Oh yeah, if Plaxico didn't get hurt,
we lost to the Eagles, but we also blew past Al Harris and Brett Favre against y'all.
Oh man, Plaxico Burrs abused Al Harris in that game. Undressed,
bro, don't remind me about Al Harris.
Butt naked. Lord have mercy. That might be one of the worst.
We didn't have. Come on, bro. We didn't have nothing to speak of in our secondary since Leroy Butler, bro. Come on, bro. Like.
Well, you got, what's the boy name now? Not Hayward, but what's the boy y'all got now? He's nice. The DB y'all got 20-something, 23.
Jair?
Hayward was
Alexander.
Cool. Hayward was cool, but I mean, he wasn't great.
Hey,
like
you got Xavier McKinney. All is well.
Yeah,
Xavier McKinney. Yeah, we picking up the Giants.
What's his name? Was a good player. Tari, whoever it was, safety.
Keep him off the four-wheelers. All right.
Right. We had. You said keep him off the four-wheelers. We had Clinton Dix, man, who missed the tackle against Seattle. Listen, I could name you all the blunders that we had since our last Super Bowl.
McKinney away from the Rough Riders and all four-wheelers.
Rough Riders.
Well, he ain't got that much to do out there in Green Bay, so you really got to worry about that.
That's
to be
why
honest
you
with you.
Damn sure don't.
Away from them because he's gonna be riding around four-wheeling. That's how he fucked his hand up.
Like he got a bunch of money, but he's gonna be miserable.
I doubt it if there's any four-wheelers out in Green Bay. That's a community town, man. Like,
well,
I'm not
keep
gonna hate on.
It's still a good.
I'm not gonna hate on Xavier McKinney for going to the Packers.
Oh no, we ain't hit him.
Oh hell no,
Saquon Barkley.
Right.
Fuck you, Barkley.
But yeah, Xavier McKinney. I mean, that's one of the best football towns in the world, though. Green Bay.
Yeah,
that's all they do.
Not mad at Green Bay.
Green Bay defense. Y'all have my utmost permission to beat the shit out of Barkley when y'all play the Eagles.
Right. Knock his fucking visor off.
He said, knock his fucking visor off. I didn't have no remorse when he said that shit.
Because you went to the Eagles. You could have went to any other team that was willing to give you some money, but you went to the Eagles.
I didn't like seeing that today. See him over there in the Eagle uniform. I didn't like it.
Man, y'all ain't that mad. He could have went to the Commanders, man. Y'all would have been all right, man. Come on.
Yeah, because we always whoop the Commanders.
Yeah, Commanders are irrelevant.
Went to the stinking Seagulls.
To the Eagles.
The lice-infested pigeons of the sea. How dare you, you scumbag.
That's like KD going to Golden State, bro.
Right.
It's a sucker move, bro. It's a sucker move, bro.
Look, man. All I'm gonna say is this.
Leaf.
It's
a sucker
Hey,
move.
I'm happy he got his money.
Yeah,
I gotta go too. I'm happy he got his money, but it's up when we play him. That's it.
All right, miss.
But Leaf, man, good to see you, man. Hope all you guys have a good rest of y'all stream, man. I gotta get out of here.
And one last thing, fellas. Looks like we're rolling with DJ for another year.
Yeah, cuz.
Look like we're rolling with DJ for another year. Oh man! No. Hey, coach. What's the college football is back. I was looking at some. What's the schedule looking like for Ruckus? What's the schedule looking like?
I'm gonna go over all that in. And I'll do a quick coach's corner. I'll go over all that.
We're gonna transition right now. Good convo, man. I'm glad we got to lighten up the mood a little bit.
Yeah, definitely.
And not
y'all brought me up in. Yeah, you got me up in here, man.
Talking football, man. I love it, bro.
Yeah,
man,
y'all got the last 2 wins. Pat, Pat swolled up.
No, you talk football, man. I love it. Coach.
Coach. This is my Bible.
Okay.
Phil Steele College Football Preview 24, but it covers every conference in FBS. So it doesn't matter if it's the Sun Belt, if it's the SEC, it covers everything. They talk about the transfers. They talk about players going out. They give you stats. They give you, it's very well detailed.
And
Man,
you can,
that is detailed.
This is $20, and you also get a digital. So you get it on your computer as well as the hard copy.
And you get the okay.
So go to philsteele.com. I always strive. I've been doing with this for years now. I think he's been doing this for like 20 some odd years. But yeah, it gives you everything, schedules, like I said, stats, everything.
Right. So, put that in the private chat, the website you just named, please.
Okay.
Okay, but yeah, we're gonna get into
let me pull it out.
To Coach's Corner here in just a second, man. But
Coach got the draft almanac over there, basically.
Yeah, you see, this will help you follow players. It gives you, he gives you stuff like that. He'll even do he has an NFL category too. So I mean that one's a little bit more costly. I think that's like $200. But yeah, he's very detailed, and like I said, I'm gonna put it in there for you though. So I have it right here.
I ain't gonna lie, Coach. You know what that looked like? That looked like the old school. What was it? The old school. Madden players guide. Remember that shit, bro? How players guide used to look. But for Madden, we got the game, and then college football used to have.
You had a guy, go through the plays and shit.
It's
already in there.
NCAA 24.
I'm messing with the 25 is.
That joint that just came out.
I'm messing with it, man. But I just gotta get my recruiting and everything down packed, man. I'm getting into it because I can play fighting games all day, but I gotta get back into like the groove of playing a football game because I play Madden here and there, but I mean like when I'm playing a football game, I gotta be potent. Everything I gotta know like my schemes and everything, all my audibles. Get everything correct, especially on defense. I was playing online. Kid have put up like 40 on me in a half. I was like, oh shit.
Man, them kids, man, you go online, bro. Like I have to practice. I have to practice offline first before I go online because you go online and you jump right into it, man.
Online, you just run right into the lines.
They sit in the basement and play for hours. Yeah. They're like they're basically like coaches on the game. They know everything. Like it's crazy.
So the one thing that they did do this year,
these suckers are
they
smart,
added
man.
a lot of the read option plays and a lot of the ISO plays and everything. A lot of the schemes that they run in college, just offensively, like they got a lot of Boise State type shit up in there. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like this just
plays out. I used to play with when I played it, man. The last time I played it in 2014, that's the last game that came out.
Yeah.
I was playing with Nebraska. I used to roll with Nebraska, yo.
Hey, you ain't subscribed to G Nation, man.
Used to roll with Nebraska.
I did subscribe to G Nation. Yeah, hold up. Where my phone at? No. I subscribe to G Nation. Don't play around, bro. I get all y'all shit. I get all of y'all shit early. It's just I'm subscribed to G Nation, Hat, and NYG, and Coach, because that's how I get shit. Early too, because I see coaches.
I don't be seeing
my phone. I step right in.
I don't be seeing you in my comments though. I don't think.
Nah, but I'm definitely subscribed. I'm Lou. You know I'm subscribed. Stop that.
This dude right here, he's trolling, man. He's trolling.
You subscribe to me,
he's trolling, right? He's trolling.
You subscribe to my page, though.
Yeah.
I'll share my screen.
He's gonna subscribe right now.
I'm not subscribed right now.
I see you up there,
Lou, bro. Some shit. You gotta watch them.
I didn't see you, Lou. I gotta watch you, Lou.
Yo,
you got to pay attention to Lou. You got to pay attention. Lou gonna pull a fast one, bro. I'm watching you, Lou.
Yeah, you know,
I'm
they
watching
slick,
you,
man.
y'all dirty,
Yeah,
bro.
who's my college team? I don't really have a college team.
Oh, man.
Not in basketball or football. I don't. Yeah, like I'm kind of a fan of conferences. I was still a big fan of the Big East Conference in basketball. Even when it was in the last days. But I guess the ACC that took over now. Oh yeah, there you go with Coach, man. Like you know, he put that R up. It's the R. That R don't stand for R. Kelly neither, bro. Like that's the R right there.
Come on, man. Why you gotta say that man name? Jesus.
Oh man, y'all trying to get me canceled. We need to go to Coach's Corner.
We're trying to get me
Rob, what's good? Salute, man. Big fan, Breezy. Salute,
Rutgers
bro.
basketball
Salute.
coming this year, man. Definitely.
Salute.
Basketball.
But yo, let's get into Coach's Corner, man, so Coach can break all that down for y'all and tell you how it's going on in the world of college sports. Coach.
All right, man. I appreciate everyone for being here with another Coach's Corner. Going to go through some things real quickly. One of the questions was in terms of Rutgers football schedule. Rutgers starts their season August 29th. They host Howard. That's a Thursday night. It'll actually be youth football night here in Jersey, so it's going to be big. They're trying to bring a lot of the youth kids out there, to come out and also see an HBCU. So, that's also something that's a good thing. So then September 7th, they host Akron. That's called Our Community Night. So the Howard game is a 6 o'clock kickoff. The Akron game is a 12 o'clock kickoff on a Saturday. Then they have a bye, and then September 21st is their real first test of the season. They go down to Blacksburg to take on Virginia Tech, who many are projecting to be ranked in the top 25 by then. There's no data, no time, but it's going to be a Saturday, and more than likely, it's going to be both teams go in there undefeated. It's going to be a evening game. So then the following week, they have a Friday night game where they host Washington University. That's an 8 o'clock kickoff. That's a black. So anybody who goes, wear black. So Rutgers will be out in their all black uniform. So definitely it's going to be an exciting game. It's going to be a big test for Rutgers, their first Big Ten game of the season. So looking forward to that. October 5th, the next game, they're traveling out to Nebraska. So it's going to be a Saturday. No time right now. Most of these, if they have a date or time, I'll give you the date or time. I mean, if they have the time, I'll give you the time. But Nebraska doesn't have a time. The following week, they come home and they're hosting Wisconsin. That's called the Scarlet Out game. So everyone wears the normal scarlet. Then the following week, they host home. It's a homecoming game, and they host UCLA. So the first LA team that they play in the college era. And then the following week on the 25th, they head out to USC for another Friday night game. It's an 11 o'clock East kickoff. So it's 8 o'clock on the West Coast, 11 o'clock here. So it's going to be a big test for Rutgers in reference to that game. Then it's November 9th, Military Appreciation Night. They host Minnesota. November 16th, they're down in Maryland for their normal. That's the one school that they will always play every year. Then November 23rd, Senior Day, and thanking the fans, they host Illinois. And then November 30th, to close out the season, they travel to Michigan State. So that's their regular season football schedule for Rutgers University. One of the things also that just was released is their in terms of men's basketball. You were just talking about it, Leaf. and they just released their out of conference games. Let me see. I just had it. Damn it. Where did I put it? Shoot, Edward. You always do that. Jiminy Cricket, man. But yeah, they just released their out of conference games to. It just came out too. Was it yesterday or today? I think it was yesterday. I do this to myself every time. I have so many daggone tabs open and trying to find. Here it is. Here's their non-conference schedule for the 24-25 season. So November 6th, they're hosting Wagner. November 11th, they're hosting St. Peter's. November 15th, they're hosting Monmouth. November 20th, they're hosting Merrimack. November 24th, they're at Kennesaw State. I think that's down in Georgia. November 26th, 27th, and 28th, they'll be playing Notre Dame, Alabama, or Houston. I think that's a tournament there. December 4th, they're hosting Seton Hall. December 21st, they're playing Princeton at the Prudential Center in Newark. And December 30th, they are playing Columbia. So that's their out of conference schedule before they go into Big Ten play. So the biggest test, to be honest with you, Seton Hall is always a test. That's a rivalry game. But that Notre Dame, Alabama, and Houston, more than likely, they're definitely going to be playing Alabama first because that's where Cliff Omoruyi just transferred to. So he just left Rutgers this year, and he's headed out to down to Alabama to play down there. So it's definitely a game, and Notre Dame is going to be tough, and same as Houston. If they play Houston, Houston is a nationally ranked team right now, so it's definitely going to be a tough one for them. So, they also, Rutgers football just secured this past weekend 3 recruits. Was it 3 or 4? No, 4. No, the 3 recruits and 1 they flipped from Kent State. So 2 of them are tight ends. So, and they've been looking for tight ends to bring into the program. And the one of the kids that they brought in, he's actually down there by you, NYG in Virginia. Let me tell you his name.
Oh, where at?
Hold on, I just had this. Where is it? Is it on this one? Let me scroll it. I can get it off of this site. Where is he? I just strength of schedule, camp, show more. Here he is. Dizir Carter. He's a top 100 kid from Woodbury Forest in Virginia. He's the number 12 ranked wide receiver in the class of 2026. But he's right now, when he signs, he's going to be the top ever recruit Rutgers has ever brought into the program.
4 years, 100. Oh, DJ Moore.
Dizir Carter, I think he said. Woodbury.
82 million guaranteed.
What are you talking about? What happened?
DJ Moore just signed 4 years with the Bears.
Yeah. Go ahead. Let him finish. Let him finish.
Yeah, not
okay. Yeah. So, but again, it's right now what's happening with Rutgers is it's a good thing in terms of the perception. Even in terms of basketball, right now, Carmelo Anthony's son has Rutgers in their top 6. So, and he's the number 1 kid. He's the number 1 recruit in New York right now. So, Kayon Anthony. So, he's a 4-star recruit, but he's going to be bumped up to a 5-star. He's definitely going to get. He definitely is going to get bumped up to a 5-star. And whatever happens with Rutgers this year, I think it's going to come down to Rutgers and Syracuse in the end. So, but yeah, it's a big thing. So, can you imagine he comes to Rutgers? Carmelo is definitely going to be sitting there a lot. So, but again, it depends on how they do this year with Dylan and Ace Bailey.
Right.
I was just watching some of the scrimmage. Ace Bailey was doing his thing, but all of them were out there. PJ Hayes, there was a clip that coach was talking to him. He's like, "You can't miss. You can't miss." He's like, "I got you, coach." He took the basketball, and I think he was like Steph Curry range and just shot it with ease, and it just went in all net. No rim, no nothing, just all net. You know how that sounds when it hits the net. So
Right.
that was a beautiful thing, and I hear this often in terms of the scrimmages. They're shooting a lot of threes and they're making a lot of threes. Even Ace Bailey is shooting a lot of threes, so that's definitely going to help his game. But he's always been a 3-level scorer, so a phenomenal player. But definitely pleased with that. And again, the recruiting and the perception of Rutgers is changing. Even Kirk Herbstreit was on the Pat McAfee show, and they were talking college. They were saying who's a dark horse to make the playoffs, and he said Rutgers could be a dark horse based on their schedule, and it wouldn't surprise him if they did end up making the playoffs. So, the range is different. There are haters who say 5 wins, 6 wins, but most people say anywhere from 7 to 9 wins. And then I've seen a couple where it's a 10, and one publication had Rutgers 11-1, where I was just like, oh my goodness, if that was true, they would definitely be ranked. And basically that means you're beating some decent teams. Now, outside of the first 2, every other game is a hit or miss. Though I'll be honest with you, they're evenly matched in a sense with everyone, even Washington and USC and UCLA. And Virginia Tech. It's not like they're, not the old Rutgers where you can think, oh, they're going to go out there and get blown out. No, you're in for a fight. You're definitely in for a fight whenever you play Rutgers football, especially going up against a Greg Schiano football team. So that's one of the good things that I definitely like. A lot of players are getting recognized. Carl Monangai is on the Maxwell Award list, which is one of the top awards program. It's like right underneath the Heisman. And we have Austin Riggs, who's a long snapper, and he's on the Manley Award watch list for the top long snapper in college football. So Rutgers program is definitely stepping up. Even the women's, I just saw, I forgot to say, did I say it? Wait a minute. I might have bookmarked it. Hold on. Let me just double check to see if I bookmarked it. Bookmarks. Did I? There was one that was about. Yeah, I got Keon Anthony's son, who's number 1 in New York, and the knockout. I didn't save it because there was a highly ranked recruit in the women's game who actually has Rutgers in her top 4 or 5. So Rutgers women. So that's a good thing. Coach Coquise is doing a good job over there in terms of recruiting. So definitely stoked to see what's going on there. Training camp just started for Rutgers. They came in on Sunday and they were already on the field on Monday. So Coach Schiano said that he's definitely happy with what's happening. It's still going to be contingent about the quarterback. But, if the running game and the defense plays to potential, it's a heavy senior-laden team on the 2 deep. So that speaks volumes. And the young kids who are behind them are talented. They are highly, highly talented. So they're going to be able to learn from the veterans. And then out of this group, and Schiano said, he's expecting a lot of these kids to get into the NFL and play. He said, just like in 2006, he's like, that roster was full of future NFL players, which he was right. So, and if you could do the same thing with this year coming up, the sky's the limit with this program, especially playing in the Big Ten. For all those people who want to talk bad about Rutgers, Rutgers is officially a Big Ten program. Teams do not want to play Rutgers because, number one, they're physical. Their offensive line is tough. Right now, their left side of their offensive line from center to the left tackle is solidified, and they're at least on honorable mention watch in the Big Ten. So, it's a good thing in terms of that. Of course, running back, they can go at least 4 to 5 deep. Also, right now, the thought is the wide receiver. There's a lot of wide receiver depth. Amir Miller, who was a All-American at Monmouth at the FCS level, he was the number 1 receiver at the FCS level. He transferred to Rutgers. Nyseem Brantley, who came over from last year, he came over from Western Illinois. He would have played last year, but the NCAA wouldn't have let him play. But during the spring game, he was out there balling. So, Coach, has there ever been a player that went to the NBA out of Rutgers? You mean drafted? Yeah, there's been plenty of players from Rutgers that have played in the NBA. Are you talking about like as a freshman, Breezy? If you're talking about freshman, no. But if you're talking about, I can go back to in the 80s, James Bailey. James Bailey was a top player at Rutgers, and he had a very good career. I think he played for the Knicks. I think he played for, was it Knicks or the Nets?
James Bailey, I think he played for the Seattle Supersonics.
He played for the Sonics. I think he played for the Lakers. I think he played for the Knicks or the Nets. I can't remember one of the New York teams. I thought he played for. But yeah, no.
If I had to say the most notable player that played at Rutgers was probably Eric Murdoch.
Eric Murdoch did not play at Rutgers. Eric Murdoch played at Providence. He was from Bridgewater, New Jersey, and he coached at Rutgers. And he was let go by Mike Rice, and then he blew the whistle on Mike Rice, which started that whole fiasco with Mike Rice throwing the ball at the players and got him fired. So, but Murdoch did not play. They wanted him to play at Rutgers, but he didn't want to go. He didn't want to play because he was literally 10, 15 minutes from Rutgers.
The only person I really remember is like Quincy Doobie.
Yeah, Quincy Doobie. He was a first-round draft pick. You had the last couple of years. You had Ron Harper Sr. He went in as an undrafted free agent. You had Caleb McConnell. I think he's on Oklahoma City right now. So they've had players, but in terms of drafting, yeah, you have to go back into Wally Dix. Wally had a tryout camp before he went into the N1 circuit. I'm trying to remember who else. It's been a couple. Roy Henson, Roy Henson. What's his name? It was an African kid. He was drafted by Washington.
Start with an N. Last name start with an N. NGI, something like that. And NGI.
Yeah,
NGI or something.
Yeah, Mamadou. Yes, he was drafted by Washington in the second round, so he played for a couple of years. So there have been players who have come out of Rutgers. Yeah, John Battle with Cleveland. You're right about that. I forgot about John Battle.
The most notable Rutgers player wasn't a male player. It was a woman. That was Cappy Pondexter.
You could say Cappy, or you could say Sue Wicks, because Sue Wicks was there with the Liberty, but she was an All-American at Rutgers. But yeah, Cappy was the most notable. Yeah.
Cappy is probably a name that probably a lot of people might.
And she's won championships. So but you have Kalia Copper right now, who's playing with Phoenix.
Breezy, hit the link. If you want to come up for a couple minutes.
What's her name? What's her name? Who's with with Indiana too? Oh damn, what's her name? I forgot her name. Yeah, I said Ron Harper Jr.
You said Ron Harper Jr. I think you might have said Ron Harper Sr.
It's on your Twitter page, Breezy.
Oh, sorry.
Check
if I said senior.
Chat.
Yeah, I said Ron Harper.
Phil Sellers.
Phil Sellers, he didn't stick long, so that was the 76. Oh, Eddie Jordan, who was with the Lakers. He played for a few years, and then but he coached Rutgers to an abysmal season in the Big Ten, which is now why we have Coach Peichel. So, but yeah, Sellers was All American, one of the best players to come out of Rutgers, but he was more of a power forward, and I think at the time he was like 6'4", so he wasn't overly big. So, but yeah,
Keith Hughes or Eric Riggins.
Keith Hughes. Here's a funny story. Keith Hughes actually played at Syracuse first. He's out of Carteret, New Jersey. Played at Syracuse for 2 years, then transferred to Rutgers. But when Keith was playing at Rutgers, he used to play in street ball in Woodbridge, New Jersey. And I used to have to guard him because I was out there playing. And tall kid, look, I am not a basketball player, but I was strong. I was physical. He couldn't come down the lane. Everyone else would try and give him his. Nope, not me. And he used to say, "Why are you taking charges in street ball?"
You was a 4 coach. You played
in high school. No, I was 4'5". I was, I was a 6'1", 6'2", 5. But
you was always a football guy, coach.
Yeah, I'm always football. I don't have the basketball skill. Here's my basketball game. I'll set screens. I'll do rebounding. I'll get rebounds. I'll use all my fouls on whoever it is. I'm physical.
That's the old school game.
I'll hold you. Yeah. I'll grab you. I'll elbow you in the ribs. Yeah, that's me. I'm that. But as far as scoring, nah. I'm a 2 to a 4 foot, 2 to a 4 foot player. That's it. And half the times, a layup, I'll probably be at about 40% on layups. That's how bad I am. So I'm not a basketball player. Nah. Y'all could get me. So
it was the opposite for me. I wasn't a football player because funny story with in my high school, the football players thought they could take us in basketball. So we beat them easily, handily. We beat them in basketball. When it came time for us to play football, they tried to put my little ass at wide receiver. Didn't work because we was actually playing, and we was playing at night, and we was playing at an actual football field. And we had the car lights, to see us on. It sent me across the middle. I took one hit, maybe across, right under here and everything. And I kind of almost flipped, but I landed properly. But I still was laid on the ground like this. It was like, yo, somebody get Leaf up. Somebody help.
I love playing receiver, man. Like when we did,
me, bro.
Yeah, when we had a chance to play, I always like playing the receiver position and the cornerback position too. Like I liked I think I like corner more because I always like stopping the other, stopping the other player. You know what I'm saying? I always took pride in that because people talk shit and I'm like, okay, you're not gonna score on me, motherfucker. Like, so I always took pride in that, man. But like, yeah, I'm with you, man. I was definitely more of a basketball player. My physique, pause, just it was catered to basketball. Like football, I probably could have bulked up enough to be like a corner or a wide receiver, but that was gonna be it. You know what
the thing about what the basketball that got me is like I was always known for like shot creating and shooting. And a lot of perimeter stuff. I got to the basket every now and again, but I got to the basket on crafty shit. So every now and again, it was like, one of my coaches, he was like, yo, you're gonna have to do this. You're gonna have to do this drill. I was like, yo, what drill? This is the drill. But they had to hit me with the pass. Now, remind you, I'm in high school, 15 years old. I'm only like $120. Like I'm light ass, like light. It was. I did it. I ran the basket for the first time. Mind you, my coach is like a good 6'4", built like Brock Lesnar type shit, bro. He throw the pad on me. I fell out the air. I thought I got close. I was like, oh shit. I was like, yo, coach, what you doing? I'm trying to play the next game. He was like, yo, that's how it's gonna be every time you drive down. That's why I do, coach. What you mean? He was like, yo, you driving again. He had me in there for 3-4 hours. And I swear I was in a I thought I was in a wrestling match with the Big Show, bro. I swear, like yo, I'm just laying there on the last one. He was like, all right, we're gonna go about it. We're gonna go about it next day, bro. Get some rest. I'm like, what you mean next day, coach?
I was a catch and shoot, spot up shooter.
I wasn't subbed. I subbed up.
I know you did. I seen it across my screen.
I kept it funky though.
Yeah. I know.
I appreciate it, Lou.
Yeah, I knew what Lou was up to, man.
Because Lou was giving me a hard time. You knew I had sub.
I was subbed because I thought I was, but then he wasn't on my list of subs. Then I started looking for it.
That's why you thought he wasn't subbed, because you wasn't subbed to him.
Nah, because Lou, I found out about Lou through NYG, and I found out about Pat
I always
through Lou.
tell everybody to sub to all the channels.
Yeah, because I found out about Pat do you, Lou. So that's how I found him for Pat. So that's why I knew I was subbed to you, because all your notifications come up, and all your boxing notifications come up when you put
that's
the
boxing champ. That's the king, bro. What?
Yeah,
what you
man.
what? 14-0 now?
Yeah.
And what's Crawford? Crawford beat that boy. Oh man, he beat that boy. Oh man. Yeah. He beat that boy bad.
Fights next week.
Oh, who he got?
He moved up to 154 pounds to fight the Russian champion.
Go ahead, talk about the fights.
Okay.
This dude hits hard. His best weapon is an overhand right, but he fights left-handed and right-handed like Crawford, but he's a heavy hitter. Only thing is he's a lot slower. Now, if Crawford can take his power, then Crawford should be able to outbox him. But if he cannot sustain against that power, then it's going to be a long night. He's going to have to dance and stick and move. But I think Crawford gets a 10th round knockout late in the 10th round.
10th round, okay. So it seemed like it might be an endurance fight. Like Crawford could really get him like with the endurance.
Box him as long as he could withstand the guy's power.
Okay. All right. Yeah, because I think Crawford can.
Andre Ward and Jose Benavidez. So he's been sparring against some big guys. To get ready for it.
Oh yeah, I mean especially if he moved up. He moved up about
beast.
Yeah. Andre Ward. I heard of that name before. I mean definitely. But
he was in the Creed movie. He's the one that knocked him out.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was him. That was him. Yeah, I know I remember that name, but I just can't pick what he looked like. He was in the first Creed movie. But Yeah, that's moving up in weight, man. That's big, man. Like usually it don't go how you supposed.
He's already done it twice, so now he's moving up again. Okay. And then he's talking about fighting Canelo, who's 2 weight classes above the jump he's making now. So if him and the Canelo were to fight, it would have to be at a catch weight, so probably like middleweight, which is like 160, and he's like a natural 130-pound fighter. So he's moving up 30 pounds.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Wait,
that's
so Canelo right now is about
170, 168. Yeah.
Okay, so he's trying to move up another 18.
That's a lot of weight, though.
That's a lot
of weight to move up.
Your power doesn't carry over when you jump that much weight, and you're not used to getting hit by guys this big.
Right.
So wouldn't that make your punch speed slower?
They're slower. The heavier guys are slower, but they hit a lot harder. And if you're a guy who's naturally 130 and you're used to getting hit by guys that weigh 130, and you get hit by a guy that weighs 160 all of a sudden, it's like, hold up, wait a minute. Did I sign up for this?
Yeah, definitely. It definitely, like I say, it hit different, man. Like everybody remember the years, man, when Holyfield was really middleweight, and then he moved up to heavyweight, and then it was a struggle. I mean, he eventually became one of the greatest heavyweights of all time, but I mean, you know what it is, man. When you manufacture in different divisions, in different weight classes, and you're moving up, you got to be ready to take.
Crawford has already made history as the first fighter to go undisputed in 2 weight classes, meaning he caught every belt at one weight held them all, moved up to another weight class, got every belt, held them all. So if he's trying to go now to a third, he already made history as the first to do it twice. If he goes to a third, greatest all time.
Oh yeah. I definitely.
Weight classes, nobody's done that. Nobody.
That's definitely
Nobody did it at 2 but him. If he does it at 3, epic.
That's definitely epic. Yeah, for sure. But wait, so the fight what this Saturday? This
August 3rd. And that's a major card. You got Isak Pitbull Cruz versus Jose Valenzuela. You got Andy Ruiz versus Jarrell Big Baby Miller, and Terrence Crawford versus Israel Madrimov as the main event. So it's a big card.
Let me find out. I got to start calling some fights on my page, man, because I could listen. I commentate any damn thing. I ain't gonna lie to you. As long as it's nonstop action, man. Like, of course, I'm like y'all know I'm always on the hardwood, but I might have to start doing some fights
on Leather to the Face. I've been doing that for 2 years.
Yeah, Leather to the Face is
I'm 14
the best.
The last 14 pay-per-view fights accurately. Who's gonna win what round and how?
Yeah, Leather to the Face is one of the best shows.
Shout out to Lou, man.
But what makes the show is what makes the Big Blue Crew, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Lou, man. It's the enjoyment of just listening to somebody that's real. You know what I'm saying? Listening to a real stream with some real people that talk real, that cut up, that, you know what I'm saying, people that you can relate to and not some ESPN analyst that's reading off a script or anything like that. So that's the advantage that
trying to be like something that he's not. We are who we are. We present the news to you and the sports to you as we are. We don't put on no mask when the camera's on and be different when the camera's off. I've met every one of these brothers in real life with the exception of Dig. Well, no, haven't met Coach. Coach skipped out on the last trip.
He didn't skip out.
The brothers that was on earlier, we've all met, hung out, and they'll tell you.
Yeah, we all got to meet up in good old town.
As I am off camera, and so are they. So you know, it ain't no fake. Nobody putting on no fronts or two-face. So that's what you get when you come to any of our channels. You get real, factual, insightful sports content with flavor, swag, and that je ne sais quoi. You know that swag that's unduplicated. But you know what I'm saying?
We're gonna wrap this show up, man. Shout out to everybody for coming through. Appreciate all y'all, man. But cool.
Of course, yeah. Appreciate it, NY. I gotta skip out a little bit early, but
man,
appreciate it. I'm gonna get back up with y'all.
Packers always skip out early. They get kicked out the playoffs.
You already know, man. Shout out to you, man.
If that's how you feel, but listen, hey,
all right, we're not gonna continue this Packer Giant back and forth.
We will be wearing another one of these real soon.
Yeah, you're not gonna win this argument, Lee. All right, man. But good try, brother.
All right, peace, coach. Peace, NY. Peace, Lou.
Peace, man. Peace, brother. But yeah, so coach, take us out, man. Tell them what you got going on. Tell them where they can find you at, man. Tell them what new shows and new content you got going on. I know you're a busy man, bro. Salute to you.
I'm gonna wrap it up.
You've been working hard, bro.
Yeah, just real quick. I wanted to touch on Syracuse real quick. One of the things I wanted to talk about is they have 2 players who are on the Maxwell Awards list. LaQuinton Allen Jr., running back, and also Kyle McCord, quarterback, who just transferred in. So it's an award that's been presented since 1937. It's presented to college football most outstanding player. So it's another award, kind of like the Heisman, but you know it's also perceived as a step down. So Syracuse definitely has 2 players on there. I also found a site that did relations in terms of Syracuse games, and out of 20 simulations, 16 of them had them going to bowl games, and I think one of them had them going 11-1 in the regular season. Wait a minute. Yeah, I think it was 10-2. Sorry, 10-2. So there's a lot of belief in Syracuse also in the area. So definitely going to be watching out for them going forward. And shout out to the ladies. I'm sorry.
No, I said salute to Syracuse.
Yeah, and shout out to the ladies who are competing all throughout the Olympics. I've been watching a lot of it. Shout out to Simone Biles and the women's Olympic team. Simone Biles all-time record for gold medals in the Olympics with 8. So shout out to her, as well as to the women's all-around team. They won the all-around today.
And she took an Olympic off. Imagine had she not.
Yeah. Matter of fact, and her husband actually plays for the Packers to be ironic. So, but yeah, she's a beast of a gymnast. So, her, Sonny Lee, Rivera, I think is from Oradell, New Jersey, which is North Jersey. But yeah, shout out to them. For them competing. Shout out to the women's rugby team. They came home with the bronze. So, definitely, like I said, I've been tapped into the Olympics as much as possible. Women's soccer they're putting it up now. They're leading Group B with 6 points. So that means they've won 2 games. So definitely going to keep tap on what's going on with the Olympics. So, and hopefully we get more gold medals and continue to lead in overall medals. So, but that's pretty much it. In terms of Coach's Corner. Go ahead, NYG. You got it. Oh, you said what I got going on.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, I'm supposed to do Pick and Roll podcast. It's now at 6:00 because they're streaming the men's basketball game tomorrow. And then it depends on how I feel. If I do Read and Attack tomorrow evening, normally I do it at 7, but if the Pick and Roll goes at 6, I might end up pushing it back to 8. I don't know. I'll see how I feel. Thursday I have the Full Court Press covering the WNBA. So Friday the Blacktop with you, as well as the Read and Attack at 6 on Friday. Saturday the halftime coaching adjustment show. Hopefully Lou can be on there. Hint, hint.
What day?
Saturday, 2:00. We'll talk later. We'll talk after. Okay, I'm just throwing something at you.
Yeah.
And then Sunday will be Giants Conversation. So I'm trying to figure out where to put in doing it for the R, because that's going to be my all Rutgers content that I'm bringing out there. So, but yeah, doing
for you.
Yeah,
But
all right.
we'll
We'll talk after the show. So, Addison was arrested for a DUI.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
And trying too hard.
Oh, oh well. When the guy's going to learn, but that's it. That's what I got going on. Go ahead, NYG. You got it.
I'm gonna turn it over to my big bro, Big Lou, G Nation Inside Sports, man. Tell him what you got going on, man, for the rest of the week, bro.
Tomorrow night, True Big Blue podcast with Pat. Thursday night, the Big Blue Lounge. Friday night, if I can make it, tap in with you guys on the Blacktop. Would definitely like to get in there. I think I can do Saturday, Coach. And then Saturday night, Leather to the Face. And Sunday night football talk with the Big Blue Crew. All at G Nation Inside Sports. G Nation on Twitter, G Nation on TikTok, G Nation on YouTube.
Excuse me.
And G Nation on Facebook.
Yeah.
G Nation Inside Sports. Tap in, man.
Absolutely, man. The links.
Football.
The links are in the description. Well, your YouTube link. I don't have the Facebook and all that other stuff, but your YouTube link is in the description, as well as Coach, as well as everybody in the Big Blue Crew. So definitely go hit the links in the description of the video, man. So you can subscribe to all these great content creators, man. As we close out this show, man. definitely appreciate y'all in the chat. I know I wasn't reading a lot of comments, but you know, we definitely see y'all. We definitely appreciate y'all. Definitely shout out to William Horton. Shout out to Big Fan Breezy. Shout out to Irv. Shout out to Want Bag Doodle.
Want bag.
Who else we got in here? Breezy. We got
Rafi.
Capitan. We got Iman Perry. Got Tommy. We got Mosley. Pat, of course, came through. Talking his talk. Jay Lay, of course. Our bro. What's good with you, man? Another one of the Big Blue Crew members, Alex, man. Our insider, man. On the beat. Tudo, of course, man. Day one, A1. You already know what it is. Neymar, what's good with you? Appreciate you coming through. And I don't know who this person is. I'm not even going there. I don't do that type stuff. Miz, of course, Mizaroni. Appreciate you, man. Keep making content, Miz, man.
Yeah, man.
I'm telling you, man. We need you,
Stay
bro.
off of Twitter, put it on YouTube.
Exactly.
All the comments you put in the Twitter chat, make a video.
Facts, man. And Leaf, you already know what it is, man.
Boo this man. No. Lav X beds dog.
Yeah. Thank you for reading that, because I couldn't. And I'm not an idiot. It's just some words and pronunciations escape me. But appreciate y'all, man. Everybody for tapping in, and I'm tired, man. I'm get up out of this joint, man. But till next time, y'all already know what it is. Deuces.